You're taking Russell Westbrook
Okay.
off.
I'm taking Paul Pierce over Russell Westbrook.
Yo.
Swung on, hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. Barkley takes it all the way. Bryant for the win.
I think first, Tiku should get all of that United transfer talk off his chest. He missed a couple episodes of us talking about that. De Gea's gone. We haven't talked about that. It's pretty interesting. Look at him. He's happy. He's praying.
Thank
how
you,
do
God.
feel? Are you like actually that happy? You know, you say he's
course.
not a legend. You say he's not a legend.
I don't
That's
think he's
crazy.
a legend.
That's crazy to me.
Well, I don't think it's as crazy as people might seem. I mean, it's very easy for everybody to look back at his career and be like, "Oh my God, look at how much that he's done for the club." But realistically, when I look back at what he's done, I don't think it warrants him being a legend. You look at all this or all the silverware that he's won at United. You know, when he first came into a club, he was kind of a bust. He had made a lot of mistakes, this and that. 2013, we won the Premier League. Last time we won the Premier League, he was the goalkeeper. There was moments where he wasn't even the starting goalkeeper for us at that time. You know, he was still a very mistake-prone keeper, and we won the league in spite of him, considering we had a very good defense in front of him, and especially, you know, Van Persie and Rooney, how well they were. They basically carried us to the league title at that time. So, okay, fair enough. You know, years went by, this and that. De Gea established himself as one of the, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. You know, like 2014, 2015. He, you know, a lot of United fans when we had Van Gaal or when we had Moiser that one year, you know, a lot of fans still to this day would say De Gea probably saved us from relegation. That's true. You can make the case. I mean, I don't know. It's that bad, like relegation.
Oh, it was bad, bro.
But
especially under Van Gaal.
It was.
No
It was.
joke,
No. Don't get me wrong. It was
we were
bad,
probably
but
gonna get violated.
relegated
Without De Gea. So
okay, fair enough. Whatever. You know, I don't want. That's a discussion for another time. But then, at our worst, you can make the case at our worst since Ferguson left the club, De Gea was going to leave. If you remember, he was on the way out to Real Madrid.
true.
Former Atletico player was going to go to Real Madrid. Think about that.
Stopped by a fax machine.
Same guy. Only didn't go because of a fax machine problem.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at a club legend, quote unquote club legend, about to leave us for Real Madrid at our worst moment when we needed him. Okay? Fair enough. People forget about that. People forget about the whole fax machine issue, blah, blah, blah. This and that. Then you go look at 2016, 2017, 2018. You can make the case all those years. He was an absolute fantastic player for us. He was, you know, I still think in the Champions League, De Gea made a lot of mistakes for us.
Yeah.
I remember against Sevilla, that one year with Jose Mourinho, he made a lot of mistakes for us. He was still making very key mistakes. You know, I do give credit for him in 2016, the semifinals, when he made the save against Lukaku. That probably led us to that FA Cup trophy that year. Big penalty save. Funny enough, it was like literally like, I think like 5-6 years after that save that he saved another penalty for us. So then you look at that, and then you look at 2018, which is unbelievable. He's been saving a couple penalties like recently, but like whatever. Then you look at after the 2018 season where after the World Cup where Ronaldo destroyed him, De Gea was never the same. I think De Gea should have been out the club after the 2019 season. I made the case. Funny enough, I was telling people that we should go get an Onana because that was when Ajax made that run to the Champions League, when he made it to the semifinals. I'm like, Onana. When you look at guys like Alisson, look at guys like Ederson at that time, you need a ball-playing keeper. And De Gea's problems from 2019 was so prevalent to now. Then you look at the years under Oli. I can guarantee you there was multiple years under Oli where De Gea single-handedly cost us top 4 trophies and crucial games. I can name off the hat. Obviously, the Champions League final against Villarreal. Sevilla, I don't remember. I think it was Villarreal, right? That we
Yeah.
played in the finals, where he couldn't save the penalty.
Villarreal was Europa League final.
Chelsea,
And he missed
Chelsea,
his own
Chelsea
penalty,
FA
don't
Cup
forget.
semifinals for sure. Chelsea FA Cup semifinals. Awful, awful, awful game. Couple mistakes there. There was crucial games in 2019 season when it was Ollie's first season where he made a lot of horrible, horrible mistakes during that key title top four race for us. And then even this season, at the end of the season, West Ham, where we top four was somewhat, it was a little shaky at the end. Obviously against City in the FA Cup final, it was time for him to leave. I don't think he's a club legend. Really, I don't. I think when you look at, you can really make the case he probably had more bad seasons for us than good seasons.
Especially in recent
when we needed
history,
him the most.
I can see that.
But sure. But even when he first came, he had a lot of. He was bad. Like I said, I think he came in 2012.
Start.
In 2013, he was a bad player. So when you look at it, what? 14, even 14, like he was all right. It was 15, 16, 17 was when he was at his best. Okay. That's 3 seasons. And he was going to leave us for Real Madrid at our most crucial point of our
that was also at his peak, Ferguson
era.
That was at his peak.
For sure.
That was when he was
probably
so without a doubt the best goalkeeper in the world. And we were playing him
exactly.
There wasn't even a Conference League at that time. I'm pretty sure we weren't even in Europa League.
Guys, I'm going to say this. I'm going to end it off at this. I've said so much about De Gea. I think he needed to leave for a very long time. I think the way we handled the situation at the end, where we told him, "Oh, we're going to give you a sign. We're going to resign you. We're going to resign you. We're going to resign you," and at the end, we kind of like left him high and dry. Probably, he probably thought he was going to stay. He has a big ego. He probably still thinks he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, when clearly that's not. You're not. You're not, and it shows right now because he's a free agent, and what club wants him? So, I think this is a reality check for De Gea. I really don't want to talk about De Gea anymore because I'm looking forward. I'm looking in the future. I'm looking at Onana, done deal. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano said it. I was a big Diego Costa fan from Porto. I think if you would have gotten him, he was probably my number one choice, but Onana was right behind. 80, 70, like around that time. I think we could have negotiated for 60. Still a lot for a goalkeeper. That probably would have placed him at like the second highest goalkeeper signing of all time. Which is insane. Actually, I think it's Kepa.
Oh yeah,
highest goalkeeper sign.
I think you're right.
Which is.
Matt, how do you feel about all this keeper goat talk as a Bayern Munich fan? I know you definitely completely disagree with what we're saying.
No, listen, bro. As Manchester United fans, I'm going to allow you guys to speak your minds. Like, you guys had to sit and watch him play for 10 years, so I will defer to you guys. The only thing, and I literally stopped listening to Tiku once he said this. He just kept talking, not one word that's it. It was just done after that. And you also agree with him. You said that in 2014, 2015, De Gea was the best goalkeeper in the world. That is so disrespectful, so ludicrous, what are you? Oh, it's so.
I think there's a case to be made.
Not 2014.
It's okay.
In 2014, I think Neuer, in fact, deserved the Ballon d'Or. Not in 2014, because that's when he was in the World Cup.
Well, I meant 2014, 2015 season.
2015,
which is pretty much
that's after the World Cup, correct?
Just never mind Neuer.
Yes, correct.
Neuer at that time was changing how the position is played.
Yes.
At that time, don't touch Neuer. Buffon at that time, at his age, was still top 2 goalkeepers in the world. De Gea, I believe, got to a point, maybe 2016, 2017, where he was a legit goalkeeper, elite goalkeeper, maybe what Courtois is right now.
Oh my God.
Phenomenal goalkeeper, elite goalkeeper. But I'm not going to bash you guys. In my opinion, I believe that he is a Manchester United legend. He's the best player since Wayne Rooney. He was the most consistent player for you guys for maybe 4 to 5 years. Without him, I do agree. You definitely go down. Manchester United go down. Manchester, the biggest club in England, would have went down. Bro, trust me. I
It's a little bit.
I remember those teams, bro. I remember those teams.
I remember too, bro. It was very
I
bad.
mean,
It was
wait,
draw after
wait,
draw after
so-
draw.
you
But,
should
but
know.
let's remember, we had Romero as a backup during
I
those years,
agree.
and Romero was a solid ass goalkeeper, bro.
Romero,
at one
we
point,
had
he's a
Victor
good one, too.
Valdez. We signed in. Victor
we're fine.
Valdez was going to come in to be our number one.
don't get me wrong, I
you
agree with you. Like, if
But-
it was De Gea and nobody else on the reserves, we get relegated. But Romero
We'll
was
get relegated,
probably
If Chelsea
but-
didn't get relegated this year, bro, come on, please. Let's be real. Let's be
Well,
real.
I mean, if they would have had like one more month, like they would have went down Chelsea. But yeah,
I will say this to
I
your
believe
point.
he is a club legend though.
I think looking back at it now, yeah, of course, he probably wasn't the best. But when you look at the context behind it, Neuer didn't have Jerome Boateng in front of him, who was arguably the best center back of all time.
Bro. You want to
He
argue
had
Buffon?
Chris Smalling.
We can
He
argue
had
Buffon.
Chris
Do not
Smalling.
touch Neuer at that
He had
time.
Chris Small. Okay, listen to what I'm trying to say. Looking at it, because at that time I did think De Gea was the best goalkeeper. Looking back at it now, when you look at what Neuer did in the World Cup, what he did for Bayern, what he did as a sweeper keeper, making that
Coming off for
the
trouble.
thing. He was the guy that put it in, like he was that guy that introduced it to football. You know, a lot of people were against it at that time. You know, they were like, why the hell is the goalkeeper coming out like this and that? But I do think, considering the defense that was in front of De Gea, he was easily in the discussion.
Yeah.
For top two.
I think he was.
Buffon
better
was
than
amazing,
Buffon for
right?
Sure.
I mean, bro,
I do
Buffon-
think he was better.
Buffon
Peak De
had-
Gea was better
Buffon
than Buffon.
had Chiellini, Bonucci, Barzagli,
Exactly.
Denny
That's
Alves.
crazy.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
he was making the best saves, the most
De Gea wasn't even.
unbelievable
De
saves.
Gea was insane. Did you
Buffon.
see De Gea versus
De Gea was
Arsenal?
insane, bro.
Did you see
De
De
Gea,
Gea
yeah,
versus
bro,
Arsenal?
but De Gea.
I was
is
gonna say that.
is very good,
De
especially
Gea versus
in, like,
Arsenal is the
2015,
greatest
2016.
goalkeeping performance ever.
First of all,
In the Premier League
ever.
history ever.
Manuel Neuer had a better
Ooh,
save
ever.
against Arsenal than any goalkeeper. In
One
England
save,
will
congrats. De Gea had,
That's-
I think it was 9 saves against Arsenal.
Like Tim Howard, had a lot of saves. Doesn't mean fucking Tim Howard.
Tim
is an
Howard's
all-time great.
performance in the World Cup
That
is
was
one of the yeah, but De Gea followed
Yeah.
that up weeks after too.
Bro,
and
Jan
that-
Sommer.
and
Jan Sommer had all these amazing.
and we remember that.
The
saves.
one
Like,
thing
he's
I
a
will
very
say-
good goalkeeper. Is he
Yeah,
the
he's a
best
good
goalkeeper in the world?
goalkeeper.
But De Gea was
He's a
good
great
though,
goalkeeper.
week in,
Like,
week
they
out.
make good saves.
Yeah,
No,
De Gea was
bro,
consistently
I'm agreeing with you.
consistently great,
He
world
was.
class with shit defense.
With
The
Phil
only
Jones,
thing
bro.
I'll say about De Gea, the only thing I will say about De Gea is that he always never showed up when we needed him to. You cannot tell me one game in the Champions League
he's-
final where
he's
De
not a
Gea
big-
showed up for.
big game
He's
player.
not at all. For the international team, for us at the club level,
Never
for
even
us
played
in
for Spain,
Europe.
really.
When you look at Europa League, when we won it last time, he didn't play the knockout stages.
He
It was
didn't.
Sergio Romero.
He only got in
Sergio
the
Mayo.
final. That's it.
Exactly. No, not even in the final. I don't think De Gea played in the final.
He didn't.
I may be wrong.
Oh no,
I
no,
might be
you're
wrong.
right. With
'Cause that
Mourinho,
was
he
a while
didn't.
ago, but
But
I
then,
did think-
but then Ole did it after.
Correct.
Like
That's
an
what I'm
idiot.
saying.
That was so stupid.
Correct.
But-
And we lost.
Yeah, and we
But
lost.
Jose Mourinho didn't play him in the final.
He didn't. Yeah,
And
yeah, I forgot.
that's the thing about you can make the case about Buffon. Buffon easy crunch time. Oh my God, when he was at Juve, because I don't really look at him at PSG because PSG was a little washed. He
what
should
the
have
fuck?
retired
That's
right
nothing.
after. But him at Juve
Juve.
was fantastic. But you look
Best
at that
goalkeeper in the
who was in
world,
front of him: Chiellini, Bonucci, Barzagli. You know,
Insane.
Denny Alves, Alexandro, Lichtsteiner. He had a great fucking defense in front of him in that
Listen.
time. Yeah, he did it. They did it.
Well-
He had a fat Luke Shaw. He had Mario Darmian. He had Smalling,
Shaw's fat
Phil
now.
Jones. He had Marcos Rojo. At that time, Luke Shaw was pretty fat. He was like,
It was very
he
bad.
got himself.
But
It was
at
very
that
bad.
time,
Well,
at that
after
time,
the injury, it was
you
after
guys
the injury.
probably rated your center backs the same.
No, we
same exact
didn't.
way.
No, we
No,
didn't.
we didn't.
We
That's
hated.
The only-
what you guys
I
did.
did think-
hated.
I liked
Harry Maguire was the
Smalling.
best
I think
center back in
Sm-
the world last year. For you
Well, he
guys.
was at one
In
point.
your head.
Not
Well,
last year, but-
2021.
Talking
Yeah,
about, bro.
he was very
Talk about
fantastic. He was,
sickos.
I think you could have made the case.
But Phil
he was very
Jones
good for us.
and Smalling, no
after he
one
got
rated
hurt.
them.
Go.
I've
Yeah, no.
never seen
Phil
Harry
Jones
Maguire.
definitely not.
Listen,
Smalling was rated pretty good at a point, but
I
also
don't
in
like
football was transitioning to where this guy was he was stiff as fuck. He was not good with the ball on his feet. That's why he's so successful in Italy. Smalling's very good in Italy. He's a great on the ball defender, but he's just stiff as a rock, and he has zero ball playing capabilities, which in Italy you really don't need that.
Look, we've
don't.
spent 15 minutes on De Gea, so let's
Thank
let's-
God he left.
Let's get to the future.
Yeah.
future.
So let's get what. Okay, this is a debate that you and Tiku have had a lot, Ahmed, and I think I want to talk about it on the podcast because we talk about it a lot in chat. Mason Mount, Man United signed him for 55 mil plus 5 mil, so 60 mil total, but 55 mil
60 mil,
guaranteed.
really.
Yeah, okay. Let's count bonuses for others too then next time. Let's say
No,
60
I mean
mil
it's
for Mount.
it's gonna be a bonus of like a very easy bonus or something.
Maybe, I don't know, but either
Maybe,
way,
oh,
okay, let's
if
say
we
we
win
signed
championship.
Mason Mount. We signed Mason Mount for
Which means
60
it's
mil.
worth it.
Okay. We signed Mason Mount for 60 mil. Now, you obviously think, you know what, you say it yourself, but like you think we overpaid, that it was a bad transfer. Tigo, on the other hand, and me, Man
Yeah, but you have
United
to put it all in
tax.
context.
Well, context exactly. So I'm gonna let you get into context, but all I know is this: Man United tax exists, and we avoided it. But go ahead, tell us why you dislike the Mason Mount transfer.
Okay, first off, I actually do like Mason Mount. I do like the fact that he can play probably like 4 different spots. But as a Bayern player, as a Bayern fan, I would
When did Bayern sign you?
He pretty much thinks he's part of mine. We
I would-
are coming for him.
Bro, I'm
Okay.
like an official member of the club, Whatever.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah,
the
bro.
Packers, bro. Whatever. What was I gonna say? I do like Mount, but as like a Bayern fan, I would like to sign players who are elite or could be world class at one position because that's what you need, guys. Really, you can find guys that can play in like 4 different spots. Guys like Conrad Lamer, fucking get it for free. So that's real business right there. Now, the only reason why like 60 million and all this is why is he your top priority signing? Why is he the guy you must have? And for 60 million for 1 year left, bro, 2 years ago, 60 million would have made sense for Mason Mount. Not coming off this past season, not coming off. Not having 1 year left. Not him saying I will leave for free. Not him saying and plus, I know you're gonna say it's gonna happen with Harry Kane and stuff like that. Don't compare Harry Kane to Mason Mount. Don't compare that, bro. You're signing still like you don't know what Mason Mount is going to be for your team. We know if we sign Harry Kane, we know what he's gonna be for our team, and it puts us right there, like top of the world. Mason Mount is a different discussion. So my first question is, why is he your priority signing when he's probably gonna play as what, like a number 8, and you have Bruno Fernandes, who's probably the best player at your club overall, and he's gonna have to what, like? Okay, so that's the first question. Number 2, 60 million, where Chelsea valued him at 75. So they came down. What?
No, go
That's
ahead.
not true. They valued him at 75, right? So it's not like Chelsea did bad. 60 million is a great deal for Chelsea. So okay, those two questions, and again, going back to the first point, you don't even know where he's gonna play. Is he gonna play as a cam? Is he gonna play as a right wing? Is he gonna play as a 6 or like who knows? So it's a lot of questions. It's not a perfect deal. He's English, so I guess you guys are hyped about that, but no, I'm not a fan of the signing.
I really care. Well, to
And I
answer
like
your
the
first
player.
question,
I like the player.
For sure.
Just not a fan
So-
of the signing.
just so you can remind me, what was your first question again? It was
Why was he your
Why are we
after
signing
after
Priority?
watching
like
after
Bruno Fernandes?
priority, right?
no after
No,
after
why
watching
was he the priority?
after
signing?
watching what you just watched the entire season?
Correct.
Why is Mason Mount your priority fucking signing? Your number 1 signing this summer, in the summer.
Well, he wasn't at the start of the summer. Our
But he
priority
is.
was a
He is.
striker, which was Kane, because of course Kane should be the priority. Which we did go in talks with them. It was clear indication that we got from Spurs were they're not selling him.
That's
And
that's
if
that's
they
the
do
indication.
sell him, they're
that's
not
the-
selling him to a Premier League club. But what do you want United to do? You want United to
They were
stay
ready to
on
sell him
Kane?
2 years ago to Man City.
Who? That was 2 years ago. Situation changed.
Same
2
shit,
years
bro.
ago is not the same.
Money
It's not
talks.
the same shit. It's It's not, because clearly he didn't go to City. If that was
He
the
probably
case,
chose not to go to City.
Personally.
he
What,
actually
you know
told
him?
them, because
You
I
know him?
remember.
You asked?
No, that's wrong. No, Ahmed, you're wrong. He actually told him he would like to go to City. Daniel Levy blocked it because he didn't think that was enough money, and which is crazy because I think they gave up like 140 for him, from what I remember. So he wasn't our priority, right? Because I'm telling you now, we went to Kane first. We didn't stay on Kane because it doesn't make sense for us to spend our whole summer on somebody like we did last year. The reason why we paid Anthony 90 million is because we could have got Anthony for 40 million cheaper in the start of the summer, but we stayed on De Jong the whole summer, so we had to panic buy Casemiro and Anthony. Okay? So one, that's a good fucking thing from us because we're learning from our mistakes, right? So why was now our priority as a midfielder? He wasn't. It was clearly De Jong again, but De Jong's not leaving. So we have to get
So
the
what do
second
you-
best player.
like, that's-
So we need to get
What are you
somebody
saying then?
that's what I'm saying is
What he's saying.
we have backups. We can't
You
stay
know,
on
It's
first
also a
options when they're
reasonable
not available.
transfer.
You're
Ahmed,
going with
Ahmed,
unrealistic
It's not-
unrealistic expectations.
Kane's-
Ahmed, Ahmed,
What
can
do you
I
mean?
ask you a question?
Bro,
Can I
you
ask a
guys were
question?
singing Harry Kane's name at the last game of the season, expecting him to come. Like you guys were flirting with the
He
player,
would come.
expecting him to come.
Harry Kane
He
would
would
come,
come.
if
But
we had
he
the
but
money.
he would never come.
He would never come to Man United.
crazy?
No. I'm saying he'll never pause. He'll never end up on Manchester United because what you just said. You just said he's not going to be sold to an English club. So you're going
Correct.
into the summer already with unrealistic
But
expectations.
That's not true, though.
What's the problem?
Like,
What's the
you can't
problem?
have
We
both
asked. We inquired. Big deal.
You inquired,
We can't
but you
ask.
We
inquired.
went,
So,
we asked. It's not
put-
there. We still would love him, and we still have a chance to get him next summer. So why do we have to trip
me
out?
ask you a question.
If he goes
When-
to Bayern,
when-
if he gets to any other club, okay, there's nothing we can do about that.
Ahmed,
There's many
as a
other strikers
player-
on the market.
As a player, right? You're on a free next season. This season you want to leave. Your owner blocks it. Next season, who are you considering first? The team that asked about you, or a team that's like, oh, okay, you're free now. Come be a slut for us. Like, bro, he's on a free. They're gonna fucking.
Same
He's
thing-
gonna go to
same
a
thing
team
with
that
Mount.
asked for him. Bayern,
my opinion,
for
you
example,
already guys-
inquired.
Correct.
That's why.
But
That's why
like-
your owner
but like-
is saying. Your owner is saying, "Oh, we know what's gonna happen," because he knows.
You're
that
right
he
about
wants
that.
Bayern.
not the owner. But
Yoni, you're absolutely
Whatever
right
the
about
fuck
that.
that guy
But
is, I
like
don't-
even then, listen, Mount fits the team. He's a Ten Hag style player. He will play in the Ericsson role next to
Ericsson
Casemiro.
starts for us. People forget that
Correct.
Ericsson starts
and
for
he
us.
did very
Ericsson's
well.
Old.
And Ericsson did very well for us
Very
before
good.
he got hurt.
Fantastic player.
Very well for us. But the issue about him is that he is, like Yoni said, doesn't have the legs for him to compete with all the other top 6 teams. If we play against
Let me ask
City,
you
he's
something.
unplayable. And we've seen it him in FA Cup final. If he plays against Arsenal, he's unplayable because we need players to run. That's the thing Mount brings us. He also brings us, I wouldn't say creativity, but he's able to progress the ball forward. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. People can be like, oh, who's going to be... Okay, Casemiro's not good with the ball in his feet. He's not somebody that's going to... A deep line playmaker. He's not going to progress the ball. That's where Onana comes in, where our first phase progression is done by our back line. Onana, Shaw,
who do you guys think Onana is? Like Manuel Neuer?
He's very.
He's very
with
good
his
on the
feet,
ball
he's
with his feet. What do you mean?
fantastic.
He's a fantastic player. Did you not watch the Champions League final?
We'll see.
against
We'll
City?
see. We'll see when you go.
We
Like
will see.
when he's
We
playing
will see.
against.
An actual press by Liverpool
We will see.
against.
I have no problem with
Empoli.
that. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna make mistakes, but I think the positive outweighs the negative. He's gonna give us more chances to score.
It's
And
such
that's-
a big difference
that's-
from
that's
De
the
Gea,
thing.
bro.
Of course it is, because
Oh my
people talk
God.
about our fucking
Bro, you,
people talk about all the clean sheets. We had the lowest back line in English football because we had to account for De Gea. That's not Ten Hag style. We need players to push up. Onana's going to give us that. Mount is not going to be there playing as a deep line playmaker. He's going to be up attack, and is going to give us more opportunities to score. So technically, he's a very good fit. I think arguably he's the second best fit, closest to De Jong for us, to be honest. I do think that. He's not the complete player that De Jong is, but he's somebody that has to get the ball in his feet and can progress the ball forward, and he's going to create, I wouldn't want to say create, but he's going to be very active in our final third, and also his work rate is world class, and that's what you need at the high level and I think he's an absolutely fantastic signing. And to talk about that price, you said 2 years ago Mount would go for 60 million. You're absolutely wrong. He would go for way more. Way more. So
Okay.
that was the first question. Second question, because
First of all, you're still wrong either way. So
Okay.
either you look at Mason Mount as the guy you must have, right? You must have. When
he's not what
Not every
okay,
player you
Harry
sign
Kane-
is the premier signing.
okay, first of all,
Onana,
Exactly.
the way
Mason Mount.
I don't think Liverpool created their side not signing premier players. You
No,
get
no.
players with fit and have talent. And Mount is a talented player. He had a bad year. Fair enough. He had a bad year. But there's a lot of
60 million on a guy with 1 year left, right? He's coming from a rival.
You're about to spend
right?
100 million on a guy with 1 year left.
Declan Rice went for 105 million.
I'm going.
Oh no,
to,
1 year.
I'm going to.
So
Declan Rice.
what's the issue?
I'm going.
Declan Rice is worse than Mount, by the way. I don't
As
know why
Hazard
people
went
rate
for 100
Declan Rice
million.
so much.
Let's just move on, bro.
He went for 100
Bro,
million.
you're gonna actually tell me that
Got
Declan
it.
Rice is not
60
that
million
good.
for English international. No, Declan Rice is a good player. He's not worth 100 million for
Not
sure,
even
especially
close,
on a 1
bro.
year. But Ahmed's talking about Mason Mount, who's a fantastic player, who arguably was the best player on Chelsea when they won the Champions League. You can make the case, maybe not in the Champions League, you can say Conte was, but he was a fantastic player playing in
You
that
got it,
number
bro.
8 role.
You got it.
Fair enough. So what was your second question?
I don't even know. I don't even care anymore.
Well,
Let's just
think
move on,
about
bro.
that.
God forbid we talk about
There's
Mason
not
Mount
there's
ever
nothing
again.
there's nothing there's
Good
nothing for
God,
you to,
bro. Well,
I think it's a good signing.
we are 2 minutes away from Yoni saying that he's like on Messi's level or something, bro. This is how crazy he gets. It's absolute psycho.
He
Let's
was
move
in
on. Let's just move
2021 when they won the Champions League.
Yeah.
I'm going to end it off like this. I think Mason Mount's an absolute fantastic signing for us. I think it's a Ten Hag player. I think he's going to come in. He's going to do wonders for us. I'm not going to expect absolute perfection from him because no player is perfect. But in terms of fit for a team, plus the talent he brings, plus the work rate, plus the style that we want to play under Ten Hag, I think he's a very, very good signing. And I think he's a versatile player. He can come in and give Bruno some rest when we need him to be rested. And it makes a lot of sense, 60 million. Listen, I think in a perfect world, maybe we could have gotten him for maybe 10 million cheaper, but that's not it. Chelsea, the reason why it's a bad sell for Chelsea, because they never wanted to sell him in the beginning. And we still got him down 20 million less than they
And-
wanted to sell him for.
Can I just
So-
clarify something, bro?
Take
Declan
whatever
Rice,
you want to think was that.
No,
two, 3 years ago. No, listen. 2, 3
Move
years
on from
ago.
Declan Rice. You said what you
Calvin-
said. Let's move on.
Calvin Phillips was preferred over Declan Rice
Yep.
2, 3 years ago, and then he got
I'm
benched
not-
by
I'm
City.
not saying.
And all of
I'm
a
not saying
sudden,
Declan
Declan Rice is the
all that,
next best
but-
player of all
Declan Rice-
time, bro.
Declan Rice is a good player.
He's a great
he's good
player. He's
He's not worth
fantastic.
the money.
Worth
Oh, I
100
see.
million.
Probably worth-
You
We
said
signed
what you
we
said.
signed
You said what you said.
Casemiro.
Let me
Yeah,
just say
I'll
this,
take
though.
I'll take Mason Mount for 60 mil over Declan Rice for 100 mil every day of the week. Calvin Phillips, when he was preferred
What a
over Declan Rice,
moron, bro.
was signed
What a
for 50
moron.
mil by Man City, bro. Fucking money Goliaths.
You
We'll
don't
see
even know
next
where he's
season.
going to play.
Arsenal's
Bro. You
gonna
don't even know
finish-
where he's going to play.
Arsenal's gonna finish below Man
It's very
United
easy to
after
know where he's
signing
gonna
all these
play,
players,
man.
and
Come on,
Declan
man.
Rice is gonna be
Keep going, Yoni. Keep going.
completely white.
Keep going.
Okay,
He's gonna
that's-
play.
it's-
He's gonna
it's
play
just- it's just
exactly
more-
where.
Let me just say
where
this.
Ericsson played. Plain and simple.
just
What
say
are you
this.
saying? You don't know where he's gonna play.
You have no idea where he's going to play.
Okay.
I won't be surprised if he's playing right wing as a center forward. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
He's a
Let
versatile
me say
player.
this, though.
That's what he brings.
Anthony, 95 million. Casemiro, 70 million.
Where are you
Malacia,
getting these numbers?
17 million.
What currency are you using? I'm just curious
This
because
is, I believe, pounds, like British pounds,
okay,
right?
can we fact
Mount
check that, Jamie?
65
Okay.
and Martinez 60. That's up to 300 in about 12 months, right? How long has he been there? Ten Hag.
We bought Casemiro for
It's
60
probably
million
like a year
pounds,
now.
by the way.
I believe it was 70 million.
60 million. 70 million
or maybe
euros.
I'm a-
70 million.
Yeah.
euros.
Okay. All right. So these are all euros. Excuse me. Yeah, it is euros. I'm looking at it right now.
Honestly, I look at euros, so I don't really give a fuck. about
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I'm not looking at
Which
pounds.
is why I was like,
So I mean.
Okay,
and
so
then-
what's your point? What's your point?
no, no.
What's your
I'm
point
just
about
saying
this?
when I look at these signings,
Point about this.
right?
Okay.
Anthony, 95 million.
Okay.
No. Casemiro, 70 million. Hell no. Malacia, 17 million. I don't even know what he's. I don't even know if he's on the squad yet.
17
Or-
million?
still
You're
in the
upset
squad.
about 17 million?
Whatever. Yeah. Who cares?
A
Right?
very
Onana,
good backup
Onana,
left back.
50
Wow.
My God. Bro.
Very
Mount-
good backup left back.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
the
Starts
most
with Netherlands.
expensive trash backups. That's Manchester United. Mason
very
Mount
expensive,
65 million
15
and
million.
Martinez 60 million. So
15 million. So
he's
expensive.
spending big. We still haven't seen it yet.
Seen
what-
it yet.
I mean, I don't know. Like I'm thinking about his
He's-
signings.
Why
I
are
have no
you?
doubts that
well,
Ten Hag.
You're talking about Ten
Lisandro
Hag like he's
Martinez.
Arteta, like it's his first job. It's not his first job. He proved
What do you
himself.
mean,
at Ajax.
Lisandro Martinez is
Oh my god.
proven himself to be a very good player. Casemiro was very good for us. Anthony, listen, the price tag was always the price tag. Like I said, it's not his fault he went for that money. It's the club's fault for overpaying for him at the end of the window, right? Obviously, he didn't perform to that level, but I've seen worse players play than Anthony did for us, by far. We have one on our
What are
team.
you bringing up? Like
What I'm bringing up is
information
that
How
That
much did
means
we
what I'm
sign
bringing
Onana
up-
for? How much did we sign Onana for?
55 million.
50
I
million.
believe?
Okay, 55 million.
50 million.
Arsenal signed
Plus
Aaron
5.
Ramsdale for 30 million euros.
Yeah,
Aaron
and He
Ramsdale.
cost them, and he cost them the league at the end of the. Not that good. Did you not
Aaron
see him at
Ramsdale's
the-
on the same level as
I
Onana.
definitely don't think that. I definitely don't think he's better
I
than
believe
Onana.
he's
Okay.
better than Onana.
I absolutely
from last
disagree.
year.
You think Aaron Ramsdale is better than Onana?
Onana.
And
that
you were
just-
upset.
That
I
went
know
into the.
who Andre Onana is. You guys
Of
just
course
met
we
the
did.
guy
He-
last week.
No, we. No,
He's a
we didn't.
UCL
I'm
final
watching this
goalkeeper.
guy, like,
Yeah,
bro,
semifinals with
Kimmich
Ajax.
has
Won the league with
absolutely
Ajax multiple
respect
times
for
under
Onana.
Ten Hag.
What?
Was a very fantastic player for
let's
Inter.
honestly,
What are
bro,
you
your
talking about?
conversations are like, let's just move on, bro.
What?
Manchester United, you cannot speak.
What did Ramsdale do for Arsenal at the end of the season? What did he do?
What, bro? I'm like,
What do you mean? What?
What?
You're the Arsenal fan, did you not?
What?
Liverpool and stuff like that. Like he made phenomenal saves. Way better goalkeeper than Andre Onana. Already proven in the
Okay.
Premier League. Let's
Okay,
move
very
on.
proven.
Let's
Okay,
move
that's
on.
fine.
Ramsdale
You're
was
gonna be
relegated,
wrong about that.
by the
You
way,
guys,
in
you
the
guys
Premier League.
seriously, bro.
Ramsdale was relegated in the
you're
Premier
gonna
League.
be-
Bro, 7
Relegated.
years of
Yo, that's crazy. They paid 30 mil for Ramsdale, who was relegated. They paid 30 million
Yes,
for a
bro.
relegated player.
Arsenal
That's
have spent the
crazy.
most money since
That's
Arteta's been
crazy.
there, and
That's
he
actually
has
crazy.
one FA Cup final.
By the way, Kai Havertz.
So what are
was
you talking
75
about?
million.
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
This is Ten Hag's first
Eric
season.
Declan Rice
I'm-
was
I'm
115
season.
million.
I'm hearing this, bro. I'm hearing this. Ten Hag has been at the club for
Ahmed's
12
the
months.
same person.
At 12 months and
Ahmed's
has spent 400 million, right?
Ahmed's
All I want
the
to see
same
is now
person that
you
says
better be
everybody
competing
on
with
the team
Arsenal
sucks.
and
Okay.
Liverpool and Man City.
Okay,
What are you
so
talking about? Liverpool,
okay,
Liverpool,
can I ask you a question,
Europa
Ahmed?
League. What are you talking
Ahmed,
about?
if we
You won't
finish,
have a
if
They
we
should be
finish,
competing with us.
if we
What
finish
are you talking
higher,
about?
if we finish
Where-
them
where's
higher
lost
than
Communique?
Arsenal next
You
season,
lost
how are you gonna
Communique.
feel?
You're,
How are
you're
you gonna
comparing.
feel?
You're comparing Ten Hag's second season to Arteta's fifth
How are you
What are you
gonna feel if we
talking about?
after
finish higher
spending
than
the
Arsenal
most in
next
the
season?
Premier League.
Nobody brought up Arteta but you.
Yes,
No,
you
you
did.
did.
I'm
You're
talking about
comparing
Ten Hag.
Arsenal.
You
signing.
did.
Oh,
You're
look at
comparing
Mikel
Arsenal
Arteta.
signing.
Nobody's
You're
talking about it.
you're comparing Arsenal signing.
You just said, Ahmed.
I never,
Ahmed, you just said, hold your horses, relax. You just said United need to
Relax.
be competing with
you guys
City.
are literally like
and-
attacking.
Did you say City? Did you say City?
What?
Or did you say Arsenal and Liverpool?
He said Arsenal
No, no,
and
no, no,
Liverpool.
no,
Did you
no,
say
no.
City? Did you
we
say
have to
City?
compete.
I said that after you brought up Arsenal. You
Okay.
absolute like, bro. I don't do this, bro. I don't want.
What do you mean you don't do this?
simulation, bro? Like this
You
is gonna
are
be
the
all
simulation.
Insane, bro.
You're the
Let's move on.
NPC
You
here.
guys are Manchester
You're talking
United
about
fans.
us competing
You guys-
with Liverpool.
you guys-
Liverpool are in the
you guys
Europa
can
League.
sign-
Europa,
you guys can
they
sign
were behind
Alvaro
us,
Morata
dude.
tomorrow,
Dude,
and we'll
they need
swear
to compete
behind
with
him,
us.
the
All
best
right,
striker
all
in
right,
the world.
all right, all right, all right. Let's.
Who?
There's nothing. Man United will wait because they have more transfers coming.
I think,
two more.
of course, I think considering where we are as a club with the takeover, I think we're having a solid
Super
solid
summer.
transfer window.
We'll see,
so
bro. Hold
far.
up.
If we
Hold up,
get players
because-
that we are linked to, I think it could easily be a 8 or a 9 out of 10 transfer window. But
This
they
guy
still
has
need to
Jesus
get it
Christ
done.
on his transfer fucking list, by the way. Okay?
Yeah, we have everyone
So,
on our
let's just
transfer
move
list to
on.
be fair. But
Okay, hold on.
Ahmed, let's
How
talk
is it
about
hold on,
Bayern
hold on.
Kane.
How is this so
Let me-
unrealistic? this
bro,
guy's the
I
same
can't
guy
do this
that
with two
says,
Manchester
I
United
want
fans, bro.
Neymar.
No,
Can't do
I'm
this.
not,
I
I'm
can't
not
do
saying.
this.
Yeah, I do
Let me-
want Neymar, but it's not realistic, you weirdo.
Bro,
Who
you
brought
want
up some
Neymar.
freaking
You
nature?
want
Neymar.
Zidane.
I'm just saying.
You,
No,
you-
I'm-
you
'cause I'm
have-
tight
you have
'cause this
pictures
guy-
of me and a Manchester United kid on
Okay,
your phone.
can we move on to Bayern and Kane? Can we
This
move
guy-
on
No,
to
no, hold
Bayern
on,
and
hold on,
Kane?
hold on, hold on. No, no,
He doesn't want to go to
Wait,
Bayern
wait,
and Kane
okay,
because
let's
it's
hear what
actually
one more
wait,
thing.
you talk
let me hear
about
what
way
Ahmed has to say.
delusional.
Wait,
Look at
wait.
this
wanna
guy
say
that's
one
fucking
more thing,
delusional.
bro, because
Let me hear
I've been
what
trying
Ahmed
to say
has to
one
say.
thing, but you keep screaming.
Okay.
One more thing, right? Because I've been right about Manchester United for the past, well, as long as I've known you guys, eight years, right? I've been right.
I don't
every
think
single year.
you've been right about one thing, to be quite honest. But go ahead.
I've obviously been right because I've been proven right every single year. When
Okay.
I tell you guys what's gonna happen, right? So I am
Wow,
right.
Manchester City spending $1 billion.
Wait.
Yo, they're good. They're gonna
Let
win.
him finish. Let him finish.
First
I
of
want to
all-
hear. I want to hear what
See,
he was
bro,
right about.
no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Because bro, he don't like to hear the truth, especially when it comes to Manchester United. It eats him alive, bro. He knows.
So
Sir
what-
Alex has seen the last championship of his days, bro. That's it. It's over, bro. Let's move on.
Are you predicting
What do you
Alex
mean?
Ferguson's death?
Yeah, what? This is
I'm
crazy. That.
I know we
That's
got
a crazy way to
Manchester
talk
United
about
fans,
that.
bro.
To be quite honest.
Manchester United fans,
So
and
let's get into little Bayern. Let's go to little Bayern with your
No,
little
no,
shit
bro,
training.
bro,
set.
I don't even want
What's
to talk
that?
about
What's
Bayern.
that
I
shit
don't
in the
wanna talk about
background?
Bayern, bro.
What's that
I
shit in your
can't-
green
I
screen?
can't follow
The little,
that. I can't
the little training facility, bro. What is that,
It's
bro? That
probably
looks
better
like
than
Calvert
ours. It's
FC.
probably
Calvert
better
Vux
than
Park.
ours. It's
Hell
probably
no,
better than
Carrington is
ours.
pretty good.
No, it's not.
Carrington's
We're
not bad.
trash.
It's
Ronaldo
really not that
violated us.
bad, bro.
First of all,
Ronaldo's the same. I'd rather let's relax.
Can we
Ronaldo.
like? All right. Bayern-
You guys gotta like.
Bayern
seriously, bro,
Kane.
We can't talk about Manchester United on this podcast.
Bayern Kane, Ahmed.
Bayern-
Let's hear your because you want to talk about delusion. Go ahead.
No, hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold up. Wait, can I say something about the Bayern Kane transfer, please? Ahmed, you're not gonna get mad. I promise.
Bro,
I promise.
I'm gonna say one thing, and that's saying you guys can talk about Bayern like you guys talk about Manchester United, bro.
Okay.
gonna say one thing.
I just want to say, like, I think Bayern at Kane. To Bayern at Kane. Look at me. Kane to Bayern is a perfect transfer.
Yeah, of course it
But
is.
I think it's dangerous territory for Bayern because, first of all, this is like unusual for Bayern to go into like an English team and sign their star player. It didn't work out with Mane.
Well, it seems like
Which-
Tuchel's. It seems like Tuchel's like literally horny for that. Went for Declan Rice, he got rejected. He's going for Kyle Walker. It seems like Kyle Walker's going to go there. So
Kyle
and
Walker's
they're
gonna go to
for Kane,
Bayern.
So
Did
it-
Cancelo go back to
I'm
City?
pretty sure.
Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
That was a
So
long.
Kyle
that was
Walker's.
so
weird.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he is right. I met Kyle Walker is coming.
Crazy ass world. At least Fico understands. He only lives in a crazy ass world. Kyle Walker's gonna go to Bayern Munich, bro. Wake the fuck up. Harry Kane. will go to
Tuchel,
Bayern
well,
Munich.
it makes sense because
Well,
Tuchel was
Kyle
at Chelsea.
Walker's-
He's
Kyle
been in
Walker's
that
not-
league. He wants to get a couple players that are good. And Kyle Walker's is still a very good player. I mean, he's
I'm
31,
saying
30
I'm
something.
saying it's unfamiliar territory for
It isn't.
Bayern.
You're
You're right. No,
No,
But-
no, it's not. No, it's
but
not.
but you're right. Tuchel being there obviously adds a different element.
English players.
So, but I think look, he's a perfect fit. But I don't think you guys are gonna be able to sign him. You gotta understand, bro. Daniel Levy is so hard-headed. He's the worst owner ever. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes to you guys for free next season, 100%. And I think that's the leverage you guys have over them. But Daniel
I'll
Levy
take
is
him
just
for free
too
next year.
hard-headed. To take him for free, but I really don't think he's gonna sell for anything less than 100 mil. He's gonna
sure.
sabotage his team, bro. 100%.
I
ahead.
think to be honest, Daniel Levy would rather have Kane for a season to maybe try and get into the Champions League than sell him.
Bro, that doesn't even
be
bring you
honest.
anywhere close to his $100
doesn't.
million valuation, bro. 80
It
million
doesn't,
that
but
Bayern are offering.
I guarantee you that's what Levy thinks. And maybe the possibility he resigns. That's what I think he thinks. Unless Bayern come with an absolute insane offer of like 110 million, I don't think they're gonna get it. I don't think they're gonna get it. But let Ahmed speak. Let's hear his thoughts. Since he's part of the team.
First of all, it's no surprise that Bayern are going after Harry Kane at all. He's a top 3 striker in the world. We will go after you. It's Bayern Munich, my guy. Wake up. You're being kind of like disrespectful with that. This is not Dortmund. This is not Atletico Madrid. This is Bayern Munich, top 4 club in the world, undoubtedly. So in terms of that, we can go get anybody we actually want, unless it's Messi making $1 million a week. Unless it's probably Mbappe making the money he makes now.
You weren't going for Kane if he wasn't 1 year left on his contract.
We weren't going after Kane.
You weren't going to go after Kane if he didn't have 1 year left on his contract.
Why?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Because
I'm
that's just
confused.
because it's very easy to acquire a player when there's 1 year left on his contract and you're not going to pay the full value for the player.
Thanks for that.
Kane's not $100 or $90 million player. He's way more. You're
I
saying
think
Bayern can go
Mane
get
failing
anybody.
as a signing.
Bayern can't go. I mean, of course, but I'm saying it's the price is reasonable. That's why Bayern are going after him. He's not going for Kane if they spend 150 million, right? Would you guys spend 150 million on Kane? No, you wouldn't. That's why you're never ever gonna get Osimhen. You were never gonna get him, regardless of your little la dreams, because you Bayern fans are thinking that.
What are you
We're never gonna go for
talking
that.
about, bro? The player wants to come to Bayern. Both
He
of
wants.
them, they want to
Okay,
come
you're
to
right.
Bayern.
Kane does
Osimhen
want
wants to come to Bayern.
Kane 100%.
Bro,
Kane don't.
bro,
Kane wants to
Tiku
go to
is
Bayern because he has no other.
angry about a German club who is 10 times the club that you will ever want to be, bro. 10 times, especially in your own lifetime. What have you watched, right? In the last 10
times.
years compared to Bayern, what have you watched?
What have
That's
you
number
guys?
one.
What have you won?
2 Champions
Realistic-
League trebles, my guy. You would
Champions League, the 2020
die
that
for
really
that.
matters.
Oh,
You're the
yes, it
only.
does.
Nobody
Look at
gives
this
a.
guy, bro.
Nobody gives a.
Twitter
No one gives a
talk
fuck about that.
Mickey Mouse,
That's
bro.
not
Not.
true.
It's not.
All right,
Nobody
hold
gives
up.
a fuck.
Can we talk
Bro,
about
I
the
got
transfer?
him. I got him on
about your
absolute.
20. You're not.
Can we talk about the
bro,
transfer?
he's
Can
on.
we
He's
talk
on the
about the
ropes
transfer?
right now. He's on the
don't.
ropes
About the
right now,
transfer?
bro.
The reason
He's on
why
the
Kane
ropes.
wants to come for you because he's so desperate to leave Spurs.
I
'Cause
don't.
if
But
it was the
there's
fr-
other.
he
Oh
would
yeah,
come
bro.
to you now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
What's the other options? PSG.
Bro, that's not why Kane wants.
What's
bro,
the other option?
Honestly,
What's the other option?
I think Kane wants to go to Bayern because it's a good club, and he can win
Let
a
me ask you a
Champions
question.
League there.
If
He can-
Mbappe
he's-
wasn't-
he
let
has
me
a
ask you a
guaranteed
question.
trophy in Bayern.
Let me ask you a question. If Real Madrid were gonna go in
No,
for
no,
Kane,
nope,
where would he
nope,
go?
nope. Harry Kane will go to Bayern.
I think so.
From
I
the
agree.
last week, from what I've heard, he's
I
given his
agree.
word to Bayern. It's
I
done.
agree.
If he's going abroad, it's Bayern.
not going
Not
to
Real
Madrid.
Madrid, not PSG. Tiku, wake up, bro. This is
You're
Bayern Munich.
crazy.
This is Bayern Munich, bro.
You're
we get
crazy.
who we want. If we want, bro. If we
That's
want,
You're
Marcus
not gonna get
Rashford,
him. That's
we'll
the funny
get
thing.
Marcus Rashford, bro. I'm sorry. We'll go get Marcus Rashford.
No, you won't.
We'll make his,
You couldn't even get Declan Rice. What are you on about?
Declan Rice already said he wants to go to Arsenal. We talked to the guy. He said he respects the
So
club.
you can't.
He
So
wouldn't
you
come to
couldn't
the
get
club.
him.
No, that's it. He's going to Arsenal. Congrats.
But that.
We're not gonna compete with them. If bro. If
Well,
the
you did.
player
You tried
wants-
to.
No, we
And you
didn't.
lost.
We never.
You didn't?
Did we ever put an actual offer out there? Nope.
But
Thanks
that's a
very
different
much.
story.
Rejected
though.
you
But
guys.
you
we
didn't
talked.
put it
We
on.
talked.
That's
We
the
talked with Declan Rice. After the talk, it was pretty apparent that it would take a lot to convince him to go away from
But
his
you
word
ju-
and Arsenal to come to Germany. Therefore, there was no chance of him
Oh,
coming
man, hold
there.
up.
There was just
Wait,
no
wait.
chance.
Can we stop
He's
for a
going
second?
to Arsenal.
Can we
He's
stop
going to
for a
Who's
second?
Arsenal.
Did you
competing?
not
Who's
just say?
who's co-
Did you not just say Bayern can sign anyone they want?
did
If they
Yo,
wanted
am I
Declan
crazy?
Rice,
So is that doesn't make sense. Kane's the
Oh.
only reason why Kane's coming to you because there's nobody else in front.
I don't agree with
You're-
that
oh,
at all,
can-
though.
Who's there, Yoni? Please tell me
It
who's
doesn't
there.
matter who's
Real
there.
Madrid
He can stay
were
for free.
there.
In his
He can
head-
stay for free.
in his
He can
head-
stay for
in
free.
his head.
Stay
his
and
head-
leave for
Okay,
free.
so
Why
he
not?
would
go to
Wow,
Chelsea.
unbelievable. Wow, I can't believe he's choosing Spurs. I mean, I can't believe he's choosing Bayern over Spurs. That's so crazy.
For a
It's
year?
Unbelievable.
And then go wherever
What do
you
you mean,
want.
Bro, you are making this such a disgusting topic, bro. You're
Yoni,
obviously
he wants. Why
you
would
get
he want to
very- you
stay
get
for
very
another
angry.
year?
You get very angry
Why
when
not?
Bayern
It's
attract
not. You-
top players in the
you're
world.
like-
I don't know why. Bayern, if Harry Kane just signed a new deal, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he has 1 year left. If we want Harry Kane and we want
So let me ask
Harry
you a question.
Kane, we want
Ahmed,
Harry
let me ask you a
Kane.
question right now.
Be quiet about
Kane's a
Declan
free
Rice.
agent. Okay, hold up. Kane's a free agent next summer. Where's he going?
He's going to Bayern Munich. He's going to Manchester United.
This is just one of those things we have to wait and see how it plays out. But
Bro,
you're not
but
okay.
The
Can I ask you a
absolute
question, Ahmed?
delusion.
Oh my
The
God.
absolute delusion for this kid to think if there's English clubs in for an
A
English
Bayern Munich
player
fan is more delusional
he's
than a Manchester
going-
United
Wait,
fan.
that
by the
he's
way.
going to Germany, Bayern Munich over an English club. You're peak
At
delusion.
that, bro, at that time,
Unbelievable.
at that time,
Show.
Tiku, listen to me, because bro, I've let you speak and say utter nonsense, bro, utter nonsense. At that time, Harry Kane will already have broken the record, right? Broken the
Depends, he
record.
needs 40
If-
goals. That's a lot.
The Premier League record.
No, I believe it's less. It's less than that. I believe
think
it's
it's
like 26. I think it's like 26 or something like that.
I'll check
Close.
that out. I don't
He-
think that, but let me go check.
I believe he will. If he stays at Spurs this year, he'll break the record, right?
Okay.
You're telling me, right, that after he breaks the record, after he's already given his words, already that he's willing to come to Bayern as a free agent, he'll go to Manchester United after he'll
He's
go to
30.
Manchester United over Bayern Munich.
He's 47
Yeah, and-
goals away from the record, by the way.
47. 47.
a
All
lot
right,
of
so
goals, bro.
it's not possible in 1 year because
Damn,
no,
he passed Rooney?
that's just the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening obviously in 1 year. I don't even know by 2, could be 2, but okay.
Even 2 maybe.
So
not.
yeah, that's kind of a moot point. But if it was like 20 goals and he already broke the record, and he has a chance of to pick Bayern Munich, Chelsea, obviously Man United, my guy. Sorry to be that guy. He's coming to Bayern Munich over all those clubs. And from what I've heard, actual journalists said that if he's going abroad this summer, right? So obviously that doesn't include English clubs. So if he's going abroad, that's Real Madrid, that's PSG, that's AC Milan, Inter Milan. He's choosing Bayern. This is going back to the point that I always bring to you guys. And you guys like, bro, maybe I'm being too cocky, but this is just what we do at Bayern Munich.
There's 2 things that I would say.
As a striker, and how many times have I always said this? There is no better package in the world for a striker than Bayern Munich, right? Harry Kane knows that. Harry Kane is a smart guy. He's now realizing that he's 30 years old. Bayern are the club to make, are the club to make to the fucking next move, right? Over Manchester United, over Real Madrid, over everybody. Bayern is the club for him. Now, hopefully, Daniel Levy gives us a price, 100 million. That's it. We'll do it right. The 100 million for Harry Kane, for what he would mean to Bayern Munich, makes sense for us.
Can I ask you a question? Why hasn't Harry Kane asked for a transfer request?
I believe Harry Kane has made it well known that he wants out, and he has refused a contract extension. So I don't know how more obvious.
Okay, how
Why
much do you
hasn't
think
he
you
come
guys will
out
sign him
publicly and
for?
asked for a transfer request?
Because that's sloppy, bro.
Say it again.
That's so
That's
sloppy.
sloppy.
How much do you
But
think
he
Bayern
wants Bayern.
signs
He
him
wants
for?
Bayern.
Okay, first of all, there's a report out there that's saying that he wants to leave. What?
From German media, right?
Oh,
Not
so now
English.
it's German media, bro. English media. Who's English media, bro?
All right,
Who are
forget
you guys?
that. That's such a moot point,
Like,
regardless.
yeah,
but
so
but
like,
How is
Ahmed,
that a
just
Ahmed,
moot point?
bro,
Yeah.
because
So
Tiku
he
is
wants to-
sloppy.
he wants to
can't
move
come out
so-
and say,
Bro,
okay, he doesn't want to
I'll
move
give
that
you the
bad,
actual
bro.
report. He said that he
But
is
the way
willing.
he doesn't want to
You-
move that bad, Yoni.
Oh,
but the way
bro,
this kid's
what are you
thinking
saying?
is that
Okay,
it's
but
the only-
Yoni's talking out of his own words,
Bro,
bro.
he
He's
wants
making
to
up.
move,
I'm gonna
Ahmed.
give you.
Ahmed, he
I'm
wants to
giving
move,
you-
but he's not gonna ruin his whole image by asking for it. He knows that Bayern can get it done. Why bother fucking formally putting in a transfer request? You
Plus,
can
he's
do
made
that.
it well.
Do that in
well, if-
August.
if
You don't do
Daniel
that
Le-
in June.
because if-
You don't do that in
Tiku
June.
is, like,
Yoni,
seriously,
if
bro,
if
seriously.
Daniel Levy's
It's embarrassing
handling
what
the
you're doing
price,
You don't do
if
that in
Daniel
June.
Levy's so let me ask you a question. If Bayern pull out, will he ask for a transfer request? Let's just
Yes,
say that
yes,
talks that
yes,
really.
Yes.
I'll hold you on that. By the way,
Okay.
I'll hold you on that.
Ahmed,
I
how
would
much-
say 2 things.
Live your life,
I would
bro.
say 2 things that we can move on because I'm not gonna
Okay.
spend all day. One, the only reason why he wants to go to Bayern because there's no other places that he can go besides PSG.
Whatever you gotta tell
Sorry.
yourself to go to sleep.
Sorry,
That's great.
That's fine.
bro.
I will tell myself that.
Bro,
Two,
you've been
if
telling
Harry
yourself
Kane's
stuff
a
for the
free
past 10
agent,
years.
if Harry Kane's a free agent next summer, he's not going to Bayern Munich.
Is he going to
Clip
Manchester
it,
United?
Post it.
Is he going to
If-
Manchester
if
United?
Manchester United want him next summer, he's coming to United over Bayern. I
Look at this
guarantee
guy,
that.
bro. Look at this guy.
So
All right.
clip it, put it on
Ahmed.
TikTok,
For him-
put it
But
on
for
Instagram,
him, it's about
put it on
pride.
Twitter.
It's about
That's
pride
what-
for him.
Ahmed,
not
For me,
how
it's
much do
about
you think you
facts.
guys
You're deluded.
sign him for?
Facts,
How much
bro.
do you think you guys sign him for? If you
I would
sign
like to
him?
hear this.
I
too.
believe the
By the
next
way.
offer, the next offer should be 90 plus 10, right? Because bro, we don't have a price for him yet. There's been talks that it's 120 million, 100 million. We
You
don't
don't
know.
have a price for him. You bid twice.
No. Levy has not given us a price that he is willing to actually like. We're
Because
just
he's made
throwing
it known
out
that he
numbers.
doesn't want to.
We're throwing out numbers right now.
So 90
throwing
plus
out
10,
numbers
and
and
you
offers.
think that gets it done? I'm asking
No,
you
no,
what
I
gets
think-
it done.
Oh, what gets it done? I think 100 million gets it done.
100 mil flat, no add-ons.
I think honestly 90 plus 10, and then we convince Harry Kane to
Put in a transfer request.
maybe
not
say
gonna happen,
like
I'm
really
sorry.
really beg Levy, be like, bro, I've been here for all my life. I'm a club legend. I'm the greatest player for fucking
I think
probably in
you're-
the last 25 years.
You're
me out.
underrating the shit out of.
I know
Levy's
Levy. I know,
commitments.
bro. I'm very aware, bro. I'm very aware of Levy. He's
not
an
giving
absolute
it up for 90
psychopath.
plus 10.
He's not giving it up, but I'm telling you, this is not Manchester United doing the talks here. This is Bayern Munich. Let's see what happens, bro. I'm putting my word out there now, bro. So we'll see.
Okay.
And for Tiku,
I think it will
it's-
backfire.
and Tiku, it's all about like he can't like stomach the fact that Bayern are like, bro. This is not even like
I can't
like
stomach
news.
the fact that I can't stomach the fact that Daniel Levy thinks we're like rivals. Sir. Spurs
No,
not
England.
even on.
It's England, bro. If
It's
it
an
was like
England
England,
I don't. That's
top
that's
6 club.
that's idiotic. It's idiotic.
First
We
of all,
just did business with Chelsea for Mason Mount for their academy play, and this guy doesn't want to sell us Harry Kane.
Bro, he just doesn't want to sell him, bro.
I
He's
I
a
I
garbage.
I completely
That's what I'm
see
saying.
where
That's why.
completely see where Levy's
That's what
coming
I'm
from.
tight about. I don't care if he goes to Bayern.
No,
I don't give a fuck.
yes, you
I
do,
don't
bro.
care.
You
I don't.
you
I
literally
really
just
don't.
brought up nonsense about Manchester United and Bayern Munich. For what? We're not even like, bro. We're
I'm
talking
not
about
gonna lie,
Bayern Munich,
I
Harry
hope he
Kane, and
goes to Bayern.
Tottenham,
I hope he goes to Bayern because I don't want to see him at
and you
United.
keep bringing up Manchester United, saying, "Oh, he's gonna come
You
to
don't want
us.
to
Oh,
see
he's
him
gonna
at
come to us."
United.
First
No,
of all,
I'll take Evan Ferguson.
you better sign a new a striker
Oh,
this
it's,
summer.
That's
right?
gonna be even worse to sign him, bro, than Harry Kane. What do you mean?
I
Think
mean,
Brian's gonna let him go for cheap?
no, I agree.
Who?
We're gonna pay a lot.
Kane
but
was
at least
a
he's
very
young.
easy, realistic way to get it if Daniel Levy was ready. Sell, but I think there would be a potential for next summer that we can get him for free if we still want him next summer.
Bro, what's
And
with
then
these
hold on.
players
Ah.
not taking the year to
not even
like
worth it.
let their contract expire though?
This is
Like-
this is nothing new, Yoni. They've been doing this.
Why
for
would
like
they
the
waste
past 10
another
years.
year, Yoni? Why would they waste another year?
Okay,
if they wanna
Declan
leave?
Rice, I understand.
This is all because of like
What
really,
do you mean?
really like
Spurs
Cesc
are on the way
Fabregas, bro.
down.
Cesc Fabregas
Why?
signed a crazy deal at Arsenal, I believe, right? Was probably the best midfielder, definitely in England at that time,
Yeah.
or the best young midfielder. And the dude was getting like he couldn't do anything, bro. Like he had no control over his contract, and he was the best player. But because he signed at a young age, 8-year contract at Arsenal. Now they want to run down the contracts so they can test free agents and test. It's like, bro, like we see in the NBA, we see it all the time.
That makes
LeBron,
sense. It
LeBron
makes
was
sense, and
signing
also- and
1-year
also-
deals every single year in the summer. 1-year deal, 1-year deal, 1-year deal. They
But
control
it makes
the
sense
destiny
for
now.
the player. Yeah, it makes sense for the player. I mean, they give them more options to where they want to go, and also they get
And-
more money on their wages because the clubs are not paying the transfer fee.
exactly.
And plus agent fees. If they and when you look at a guy like Harry Kane, his agent, his brother, so he wants his brother to get
True.
a little bit of. The
and when you
money
look
too.
at some of the players that are going, obviously Mount is still going for 60 million. Harry Kane is still going for 100 million.
Mount,
So it's
the Mount situation, he didn't want to stay because he felt disrespected by the club.
no, but I'm
just didn't
saying,
wanna stay.
but he still had 1 year left on his deal, correct?
Yeah.
For sure, yeah, correct.
And they still got a very good price for him. Tottenham are going to get a crazy price for him. Doesn't matter if you still have 1 year left. If you're a top player and you have 1 year left, and the team knows
I know,
that you're
but-
not going to sign,
They're also
You'll
losing
be outta here.
Harry Kane. They're losing Harry Kane. Harry Kane was the only player on that team.
And Son.
He's
yeah,
30, 30,
Heung-min Son is
30, not even Son,
Højbjerg.
bro. Not even human son.
not good.
Kane was that team last year. That's the only reason why they even are in Europe. Are they even in
All
Europe?
right.
They're not.
Conference
They're
League?
not.
They're
They're
not.
not.
At all. That's
They're
so
not.
bad, bro.
Not in
Harry
Europe
Kane,
at all,
Harry Kane
bro.
had
That's
30.
that's
and
what
Harry
we say,
Kane had
bro.
30. So
Listen.
now look at
Uli
that from
Uli
Daniel
Haunes, bro.
Levy.
Uli Haunes
Daniel Levy might want Kane for one more year. You never know.
will be in
Um,
Europe, but not Lake Tottenham.
So moving on from the transfers, kind of
Never again. We'll never talk about Manchester United on this podcast ever again. Never.
kind of
Astaghfirullah, bro.
moving
we
on
definitely
from
are.
transfers. Kind of moving on from transfers. Cristiano
United fans on
Ronaldo,
the podcast.
former Manchester United player. Cristiano Ronaldo, talking about the Saudi league. I'll talk about what Ahmed sent first. Fabrizio Romano posted that he said Saudi league is better than MLS. Of course, we know why he said that. He said, I'm 100% sure I won't return to any European club. I opened the way to Saudi league, and now all the players are coming here. In a year, it'll overtake the Turkish league and the Dutch league, and like they're signing young players. Now, me and Ahmed kind of got into this a little bit, and we're probably going to clip it and post it. Ronaldo, first of all, this is so bitter from him. He had no reason to name drop the MLS.
Literally, as soon as Messi signs with MLS,
It
he starts talking.
So
Very
bitter,
bad look.
bro. It's such a stupid thing to do. Now, but is he wrong? Absolutely not, right? Because I think the MLS is actually a joke of a league. It's a joke of a league. You either go to go there to retire, or you're an American who needs a second part-time job and you play in the MLS. 1, 2. I do think the Saudi league will overtake the Turkish and Dutch league, and me and Ahmed spoke about this. I said it's because If they splash all this cash, whether you think it's right or wrong, doesn't matter to me. If they splash all this cash and bring in good players and Saudi League, I said this to you already. Don't worry, man. I'm not going to say anything bad. I said this to you already, Saudi League. You guys need to make it watchable. I need to be able to find a way to watch this, right? If you make it watchable and you sign the right players, I'm tuning in. I'm watching games like I'm watching Premier League. I'm not watching Serie A.
Of course.
I'm not watching Ligue 1. I'm not watching fucking La Liga probably, which is not that bad of a league. I'm watching the Saudi League, the Premier League, 100%. That's a promise. If you make it watchable. Because I think they already have plenty of talent. I think they've signed very good talent. The league
I have a question though. What do you mean by watchable in terms of like accessibility? Like
Accessibility.
or-
Accessibility.
Okay.
Okay. I just need like, bro, it can't be on like Saudi channels, bro. Like, obviously they can have it on Saudi channels.
I think Ronaldo
That
got
makes
them a
sense.
deal already.
But
Like
with
being
who?
Sports something.
I'm not
Being
sure.
Sports.
Being Sports is good enough.
Yeah, but
It
we
is.
don't,
It
we
is.
don't
That's
really
great.
have being.
If that happened.
We don't really have
Bein
being
Sports isn't-
sports
isn't
here.
streaming.
Unless
I mean,
you
bro,
pay
they're
for
not,
like.
bro,
at
like
least
they're
from
not coming
our-
to Fox, guys. So like that's not gonna happen.
Well, no,
Maybe
probably not, of
ESPN
course.
Plus.
Maybe Peacock.
Plus,
Peacock.
you know,
bro,
Peacock, something.
Bro,
what did I say last time about the Live Tour, right? Like that's
Yeah.
that's like Saudi,
yeah.
like
That's
Saudi
true.
owned. I believe that's on Peacock
Yeah.
or something.
ESPN
or like something like
Plus
that. Apple TV.
shows a bunch of really shitty leagues. Like,
Bro, Amazon Prime will fucking put that shit, bro. Anybody
so.
will do that.
I hope so.
I definitely think if they keep bringing in good players, because that's the thing, Yoni. I do agree with you. I don't think right now, because they haven't played a season yet, that they're better than MLS. But if they consistently spend money every summer, they will be better than the MLS by far. Also, I think
this league is Yeah, you're no, get
Sure.
finish.
okay. They will be better because they have pretty much infinite money. I don't think there's anybody that's going to stop them. I think the only way they might look at it wrong if they do some illegal shit. I mean, you look at the influence of like Chelsea, supposedly with their ownership in Saudi, maybe that can raise a little bit eyebrows. I think there was something about Al Nassr not paying the money for Ahmed Musa's transfer.
What I
for
say,
that,
Yoni?
supposedly, like stuff like
Yep.
that. Stuff like that. That's the only reason why I think they might have issues, because people like to compare them to the Chinese league.
That's exactly what they are right now.
I don't
No,
think. I mean, they
no.
are in the sense that they spent a lot of money in a short period of time, but I do think they have enough resources to stay afloat. A lot of Chinese
And they-
teams that
Oh, yeah,
paid for
that's
players
no doubt.
have been liquidated now. And also,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chinese government came in and actually set regulations where they can't.
And they didn't even
spend that
sign
much money.
players that moved the needle like Cristiano Ronaldo. They signed Hulk
Yeah.
and Oscar. And then it was a bunch
That's
of like
right.
okay players. Bro, we're talking about Jota, Ruben Neves, Kante,
Sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema.
Yeah,
Bro,
Mahrez.
whew,
Riyad
they have
Mahrez
signed
potentially,
That's insane.
you know,
great players.
Partey.
China was not
amazing,
signing these
amazing amount of
players.
players. They weren't. You're right. I mean, they did get Oscar, Carrasco, and types like
Oh,
those.
Yeah,
which
but
is
that's
kinda
not
shocking
crazy.
back in-
Carrasco doesn't move the needle for
for
me.
sure. No.
Oscar was good though.
But also,
Oscar
like
was-
you look at the players that have been a lot of the players that they are signing are past their prime or unwanted players. If we're being honest, that would, in the sense, even though they're still good players. Besides maybe Jota, which was very shocking, Ruben Neves, stuff like that.
What you talking about, bro? No. Like they're signing top players in the world right now.
Mahrez.
I know, but
Kante's
they're
not
kind
even
of
They're
that
getting back in the
bad.
Savage?
They're not top players at their clubs. If we're being honest,
Yeah,
Mahrez,
but they could move
hold up.
around.
Mahrez was not starting for.
Bro,
for City.
Mahrez, bro. Actually, any Man City fan. The last
He's a
5
very
years,
good
the
player,
last,
but
the
he's
last
not-
3 years.
He's somebody
City-
that they can't get
man.
rid of. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
What do you mean?
He's
How-
leaving because he wants to leave. That's it.
But
Not
no,
even
but
close.
but
But
Ahmed,
City-
he's not a
respect him.
starter though. He's not a start. He's not
He's not a
starter
starter.
for City.
They're not going out and
Bro,
getting Kevin
he's
De Bruyne.
a starter, bro.
He
He
starts
starts
for-
Bernardo Silva.
Sorry.
He benched
This guy
Phil
doesn't
Foden.
understand
He
what I'm
benched
saying.
all these guys.
No, but he's not saying.
He went on their Champions
guy
League
doesn't
run, on their
understand.
treble run. He was not a starter.
Okay,
Congratulations.
but Tiku, it's also not like Mahrez would
That's
start
6
for
months.
Man United, bro.
Mahrez would.
Hey,
Mahrez would
but
start
that's
for
what
Man
I'm trying to
United.
say. They're getting players that are easy accessible because the teams will get rid of them.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
They
Savage.
can let him go. They're not good.
Savage
Savage
was
was
gone,
leaving.
bro. Savage is.
But Savage
been
was a
gone.
free agent, first of all. What do you
Was he
mean?
really?
No, they signed
Yes,
him
he
for
was
40
free
mil.
agent.
They signed him for 40 mil.
Wasn't he? I'm
They
pretty
paid
sure he was
40
free
mil
agent.
to
No, no,
Lazio.
Lazio, yeah.
They played.
Maybe I got it
They
wrong.
paid 40
Maybe I got
mil.
it wrong.
But either way,
Okay.
he
maybe I
was.
got it wrong.
They're not okay. I get what you're
But
saying.
Savage was leaving.
They're players
was-
that they're
like-
players that teams are willing to dump. Like Chelsea, they dumped all the players away. I agree,
Right.
but that doesn't mean that they're not signing top players.
Okay,
They're
but
signing
we're not
That's
talking
that.
about
Now
that.
I didn't
Ah,
understand that. I'm
That's not gonna be
saying
Riyad
that's
Mahrez.
but I'm saying now they have the funds to keep doing this every summer to make it consistently
Yes.
better and bring in quality.
Yeah.
Every
When you
6 months.
when you increase the quality of football, you make the whole footballing system way better, right?
Absolutely.
When they have more eyes on there, they're gonna increase their youth academy. There's gonna be players from England. If let's just say Saudi Arabia become an amazing league, they might go to a Saudi team for their academy if they put up a lot of money.
Yeah, that's
That's
not gonna be
the-
recently. Maybe they'll
No,
go
it's
on
not.
loan.
That's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying like in terms of academy players.
No, yeah,
Because you're looking at academy players leaving clubs for bigger wages as an academy player. That's really what's coming down to. And if I'm a younger player, I'm looking at Ronaldo, Benzema, Conte, all these guys, kids are going there, and they're giving me like good money for a fucking academy player. I would go to Saudi Arabia, even as
I
an
think-
academy player. Is what I'm saying. I do think that's going to be a point. That's going to be the issue. That's going to be an issue at some point. Watch, you're going to see.
Bro,
I
supposedly-
mean,
You're
bro,
gonna see.
it's only an issue because of money. That's the only.
But that's what. But money, yo, dude, money
No,
runs
no,
this
I get it.
sport
I get
now,
it. I
man.
get it. I get it.
I'm looking
That's-
at academy players from United go to City because we didn't offer them the same money that
bro,
City.
if I was like 12 years old and I'm about to sign for the academy, right? And I grew up a huge Bayern Munich fan, right? I want to go to Bayern Munich, but if Saudi Arabia offered me 30 million as a fucking 14-year-old to go there, yeah, your family is
what I'm
gonna make that choice for you. Like, not even
For
you.
sure.
I get that.
But I do believe
And I
that
think-
there's gonna be a point in time where that's gonna be an issue.
I think if it does go right, which is a huge if, right? If it does go right, like this is big for Saudi Arabia, because
Yeah.
I've always thought like Saudi Arabia, Yemen, all these Arab countries, bro, they love football. Like they love football, right? Absolutely, like no other sport matters.
Qatar,
to them.
look at the Qatar World Cup. A
Yeah,
lot of fans. A lot of
Right?
fans. A lot of.
but they
Arab
have,
countries,
but bro, I have never met or I've never seen a Yemeni great player. Saudi Arabia has no great players, not even close to
sure.
like the African players, European players, even the Americans are better than them. That's like
By a lot.
that's a shame. I think now that can change, right? But bro, we're talking about bro, I told you guys this. They're not paying their players wages and stuff like this. It's a I don't trust them just yet. If they keep doing it for 2-3 years and players after their experience say, yeah, it went perfectly, it went smoothly, no problems, then yeah, I would trust them. But up to this point, I mean, bro, like Al Nassr are not even allowed to bid for new players right now until they like fix their own issues and stuff like that.
I think that's easily fixed.
I also think that's
But,
just FIFA targeting them because I guarantee you there's other issues. Like Barca with Ferran Torres haven't paid his dues in 18 months.
And
But
listen,
you don't
bro,
see FIFA
it's,
going after them because it's, you
The
know.
only thing.
it's
the
no
only
problem
thing,
right now. It's no problem right now. But if
I think
if Saudi Arabia tomorrow put in a $250 million bid for Joshua Kimmich, right, and he's out of my club. If tomorrow they put in a $200 million bid for Marcus Rashford, fuck Garnacho, all of them, they'll buy your whole team tomorrow if they want. They'll take your team, bro. So it's not a problem right now, but it's
I
a
think
problem
they
in the
I think
future.
they know
and
they
it
know
is a
what they're
problem
doing.
because it's
I
unfair.
think they know
It's
what they're
unfair.
doing. You're right about that. They can tomorrow. They can go and buy any player they want, but they know that going in so rash like that in the beginning is going to cause a little issues. But they're going to slowly build up their team. That's what I'm saying. They're going for players that are a little older and a little bit unwanted by teams right now. This is what I'm trying to say.
Can we find
They
out
are,
the
bro.
wages?
The wages are insane. They're probably
So,
like I
it's
think I
not-
see
it's-
30 million.
Bro, they
For like Bernardo Silva, I think they were offering like 50 million a year or something.
I'll tell you. How about this?
They-
Firmino.
I think. But
What?
the Firmino
he could have
was
still played in Europe.
Yeah.
I'll take him
he
at
could.
Bayern
but
Munich
this
as a
one,
backup.
but this one,
Phenomenal player.
but this is what I'm saying. Firmino was on his way out the club. He was a
Oh
free
yeah,
agent. Benzema was on his way out the club. He was going to be pushed out from the club. which guy? Partey was like they wanted him gone. Mahrez is like he's expendable. You can
Yeah,
get
honestly,
rid of him off.
we might have to give these guys like way more credit. Like, there's no
They're
doubt that
great
Saudi
players, I'm
Arabia
not saying.
have definitely offered like a guy like Kimmich, a guy like Pedri, like young in their prime players.
I don't think they did.
Nah.
I don't.
That's
think they
murky
did. I'm telling you
territory,
right now,
Med.
because that's when you cause.
That's what's
issues.
coming. That's what's coming.
It will in
And-
the
and
future.
right now- and-
That's what I'm
and right
saying
now
right
what
now.
they're
They're
doing is
building
so
their.
unfair,
They're
bro.
building their.
You know,
I don't. It's unfair because they, like I said, clubs don't really
Cheating.
give a fuck.
by the way, Firmino's making 20
But it's
million
what
a
I'm
year,
trying to say, dude.
which is
But it's
crazy.
what I'm trying to say. Clubs are not caring right now because they're picking up players that they don't want.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
also
It's
I'm saying.
smart.
Saudi
It's
league
Right
not
is
now-
coming in rash. They're building their league quietly, making it better quality, and watch what happens when they're up there.
bro.
They're gonna
Ahmed,
come for
think about
players
it
that
this
you
way,
want.
right? They
Then
come for
it's an issue.
Kimmich. They come for Kimmich, your Bayern director. They come for Kimmich, Sly, right? They're like, we're gonna offer you mad money. Kimmich goes to Bayern. He says, I don't want to sign for you guys.
You say, "I
You
want
know what
Miller."
Bayern can say? You know what
Exactly.
you know what Bayern can say? All right, guess what, Saudi league? No more players for you. And we're gonna get all the German teams to also say
Oh,
no
whatever.
more players for you.
Yeah.
And
think
guess
that's
what's gonna
collusion.
happen? Your league dies. No, they
That's
can agree
collusion.
to what's Saudi Arabia gonna do? Sue them, bro? FIFA already
Yes.
is against them. FIFA's already against them, bro. What don't you understand? FIFA does not
Right.
want this to work. They don't.
The one
This destroys FIFA's hierarchy of footballing, bro. It destroys it. FIFA does not want
that's
this to
the
work.
thing. The one thing that I do
don't
think
think he
European
cares.
clubs will always have is the Champions League. That's the thing
What are you
that's
talking about?
gonna
Bro? That was
maybe-
gone. That was gone for like 2 days, like 2 years ago, when that whole Super
What are you
League
talking
came out. That was gone. That was
You know what's
Champions
crazy?
What are
League.
you talking about?
What if
What are
the
you talking
Saudi
about?
league
The
is just a
Champions
front
League was
for a
gone.
Super
I'm
League?
saying, like the actual competition. It was instead of like what is it, like 32 teams? It was going to be 8 teams. It was going to be teams that don't even deserve to be in there. Tottenham, Arsenal at that time. So they
Bro,
took the Champions League away.
What if
That was FIFA.
Well, what do you?
That was not
what does
Saudi
that-
Arabia.
what if Saudi league?
I'm
what
saying
if Saudi
like
league?
the
is
only
just a
reason
front.
why top European clubs, let's just say Saudi Arabia is a big league. Let's just say they're up there, like they're solid, not like top 5 league, but they're up there and they can offer players big money. The thing European clubs will always have over them is the Champions League.
That's true. They have that
Playing in the
competition.
Champions
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
They have that competition. They have the Asian Champions League, but they're gonna play against fucking
But
Japanese clubs.
but
and
do you
fucking
think-
Chinese?
do you
clubs
think the
and stuff like
Champions
that.
League is worth more than 50 million a year that Kimmich will get offered?
To some
No.
players? It might be.
It's come on, bro. You know it's not.
It might be. I'm
You know
just
it's
saying.
not.
bro, the Saudi league is just a front for the Super League. In 5 months, they're gonna disband and turn into the Super League. Watch. It already starts with an S. Saudi League, Super League. Boom.
Going back to Ronaldo, I'm gonna keep it simple, and I say Ronaldo's a very smart player. He a very smart guy. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He did the same thing when he had the exit interview with United. He knew the right things to say, so he can look positive in front of everybody. But you just know the where he's coming from is not. He doesn't
Legitimate?
care about Saudi Arabia.
It's not
League.
sincere.
Saudi not sincere, and I said it. He said something about the Glazers and stuff like that, and Ten Hag and stuff like that, and people were like, "Oh wow, he makes a lot of good points," which he did. But the reason why he's saying that is not coming from the right place. Same way about this. Oh, Saudi Arabian League's better than MLS. You're only saying that because Messi went. Oh, Saudi Arabian League, the reason why players are
No,
coming.
no, I
is
think he
because
actually
of
believes
me.
that.
He does believe that, but it's not right, and he's like he
That's
has a
probably
huge
right
ego.
now.
But this is what I'm trying to say. He's probably right about certain things, but the reason why he's saying things are for selfish reasons, right? Players coming to the Saudi Arabia League probably Ronaldo's. Like he did start it. He was the first player that went. Obviously, there was players before Anderson, Talisca, and stuff like that. But I think Saudi Arabia realized, getting Ronaldo. Look how many fans are coming. Look at how many eyes on this. You know what? I think we should just start spending money on our league. I don't think players are coming because Ronaldo came.
No, yeah, it's the money.
It's
Not 'cause
obviously
of
about
Ronaldo. Yeah.
the money. So Ronaldo's saying stuff that are
Bro,
correct,
even
but
players
he's
are
trying to
saying
make
it.
himself look a little better. Of course, look at Ruben Neves.
Ruben
Straight up
Neves,
came out and
bro,
said,
and I
I'm doing
respect
stuff
that.
for my family.
I love
I
that,
respect
bro.
that. I'd rather hear that than saying, I want to grow the league. I want to do this. I want
No,
to do
yeah,
that.
that's
Come on,
nonsense.
let's be real.
No, come on, yeah.
Well, I don't
crazy.
think
Ronaldo's
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
did it. I mean, he did it for the money, but I don't think, the money was the only factor. I do think he's so arrogant that he saw, like...
First of all,
an
Ronaldo
opportunity.
is 37 years old. He's allowed to do
Ronaldo
it.
took the
whatever
best,
He could have played
best
in Europe,
decision
though.
he
at
could.
37.
He could have.
Yeah,
But he
and
took
could've
the
made-
best decision.
that's
I'm
that's the one-
surprised that he doesn't think he's gonna come back to Europe.
That's
very
one
crazy. He's one
That's
goal
the one
ahead
thing I
of
want to
Messi.
say. When he said that like European football is falling apart, that just outside England, what a lazy, casual, bum ass bum, bro. This
I mean,
guy,
is
this
he
guy's
right? Is he
agent
wrong?
was offering him to any club that touched Champions League football last
But
year.
this is what I'm
Any
trying to
club.
say.
So
to
this
be
guy
honest,
has
Ronaldo's
no
probably not-
shame for himself sometimes, bro.
I agree.
No shame for
You're
this
right.
guy.
That proves my point. But he's probably right. To be honest, if we're looking at it in the grand scheme of things, all the other leagues are not the same as the Premier League. They're not. Sorry, bro. More eyes on us. We have the most money.
Oh, yeah.
We have doing this.
Yeah, like,
But the reason why
popular
he's
license,
saying these things is because he didn't get
It's-
offers.
It's selfish.
He didn't.
Listen, all right.
He's selfish.
That's
And I was killed by you, Yoni. Fuck you. When I said this when Ronaldo left. Piece
What?
of shit.
what?
You're telling me, oh, you're such a fucking hater, bro. Do some that.
Because what?
Nah, nah,
Because
nah.
what?
Because when I said the same thing about Ronaldo when he
That
after
he
his
wasn't getting
interview,
offers?
No,
about
but
the reason why Ronaldo's saying these things during an interview at United before he left, the one with Piers Morgan,
yeah.
right?
Ah,
is
okay.
because of selfish reasons. And you were calling me a hater.
Yeah, you are a hater.
Yet again, I got proven I'm not a hater.
Yeah, but it was obviously for
fucking
selfish
back.
reasons because he only did that once. Once Ten Hag like said to go
Bench
home
them
or
and shit. Yeah.
Yes.
bench him, and so like that was obviously.
Listen,
for
let's
selfish
move on
Good.
from soccer. Let's move on from footy. Before we go on to the next topic, which is going to be the NFL, that Ahmed has a Saquon contract debate lined up. I wanted to bring up this that Tiku sent into the group chat that we have on Twitter. The NBA Central, if you guys want to pull it up, the one where it was pick the 3 highest peaks here. Anthony Davis, James Harden, Dwight
I
Howard,
like this one.
Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Paul Pierce, Joel Embiid, Chris Paul. Oof, this is going to be interesting.
This is a good one. First of all, why the fuck is Paul Pierce there? Just saying. Get Paul Pierce, like, erase
You know
him
what I was
from
gonna
that
say?
shit.
You know what
That's
I was gonna
like,
say?
bro.
I was gonna say eliminate. I want each of us to eliminate one person.
Oh, I remember this tweet. Okay, hold
Of
up. My
course.
I want.
It's
okay, hold
easily. It's easily Paul Pierce. Get the
Okay,
fuck out.
you want me to
Out,
eliminate
okay.
someone? Anthony Davis.
No,
Why?
no. Let's go back to the yeah, because I missed it.
Tripping.
Pick the 3 highest peaks here.
The highest peaks. So.
For me, it was pretty easy.
All right, but if you had to eliminate
and then
one
I said it in my
person,
head, and I
Ahmed,
was like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Ahmed, if you had to eliminate one person off this picture, well, you got. Let me just repeat it for everyone watching: Anthony Davis, James Harden, Dwight Howard, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Paul Pierce, Joel Embiid, and Chris Paul. You had to eliminate one person off this list. They do not belong.
I'll probably take at this point, maybe Russ or Embiid. Oh,
Whoa! What?
I'm not taking
Russell
the
Westbrook, you're taking
finals. I'm not taking the finals MVP off this team. Sorry, the only
You're a
finals
criminal.
MVP on here, by the way.
You're taking Russell Westbrook
Okay.
off.
I'm taking Paul Pierce over Russell Westbrook.
Yo, that's the craziest thing you've ever said.
You're trip.
Russell
my
Westbrook is
God.
100%.
Finals
I'm
MVP.
scared.
He arguably wasn't even a Finals MVP. It should have been Kevin Garnett.
First of all, I've
You're
watched enough
tripping.
of Paul Pierce to know that he is a first ballot Hall of Famer, a champion, and a great player. That's it, right?
Right.
I mean,
Russell Westbrook. MVP
So, let me ask you a
triple-double.
question. Hold up.
I get it, but that was
Peak-
bro. Russell Westbrook.
Peak Paul Pierce over peak.
Whoa.
Yo, you're
You know what Paul-
tripping.
You know what peak Paul Pierce is, right?
Yeah, getting
27,
smoked by
7,
Miami.
4.
Yeah, getting
20
smoked by
okay,
Miami.
that's-
got
that's-
smoked
that's
by
peak
LeBron.
Miami.
Yeah, he
I
was
mean,
getting cooked.
That's
what?
peak Pierce.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
peak Pierce, bro.
yeah. Had the gang
have
up
some
on
shame, bro. Have
LeBron.
some shame.
Had the gang up on LeBron. Had to go Ray Allen, Kevin
Okay.
Garnett, and Rondo to beat
Okay.
LeBron James.
Oh,
Hold up.
That's what I
Hold up.
remember.
Hold
Boy,
up,
bro.
because that's a shock to me. I thought this was
That's
gonna
no,
be easy.
listen.
That's
No,
that's
okay,
that's
listen.
Name-
that's your opinion.
Let's
but
name
it's
our
just
3
flat
highest.
out wrong.
Listen,
let's-
honestly,
let's
okay.
name
I
our
was
highest
looking at it.
peaks.
I was looking at it more of the career and more of what I already
Read
know
the
what
fucking
Paul
shit.
Pierce did.
3 highest peaks, my friend.
I'm still taking Paul Pierce on my team over Russell Westbrook at his peak.
Okay, can we name our 3? Can we name our 3? Tiku,
I'm scared to
Yo,
give you my 3 now,
I'm-
bro.
Tiku, I don't want to hear it. I think I don't want to
I
hear
know,
it.
I know,
okay,
who,
we
I
all-
know,
can I hear
I
your
know
three?
exactly
Can we all agree on
who
one?
you're gonna pick.
No.
Can we all agree on
It
one?
has to be this.
Wait,
Yeah, we can agree on one.
all agree on
Who is-
one. Who are you gonna
I
say?
know who go.
Dwight
Say it.
Howard.
Dwight Howard. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Done. Easy.
Okay.
100%. 100%.
I'll allow
That
it
I
as a
agree with.
peak. As a peak, he was.
Of course,
Best
course.
defensive player in the
amazing.
league.
No. That I knew you were gonna say Dwight Howard. I know who you have on your team. I know you more than you know yourself. You know how crazy that is. Go ahead. I want to hear your three. Go here.
Okay,
Let me
Ahmed,
hear your
say
three.
your three.
No, you know what? I want you
No,
to say my three.
No,
say-
okay, Tigo, you say Ahmed's three.
I know it's obviously Carmelo Anthony, 1,000%, and it might be also Chris Paul.
Wow,
Just
bro.
straight down the right side.
Subhanallah.
That's all
it?
three?
Yeah.
Of course, I know you more than you know yourself. Remember that. So now I'm gonna say mine. Dwight Howard, we all agreed on that.
Okay.
James Harden, Russell Westbrook. By far. Peaks, 100% those shit. 100%.
Now James Harden
Russell-
peak is definitely a tough one to live. But you have to understand that
Of course,
like,
James Harden is arguably
that
Houston
numbers,
2019.
bro. Numbers
Bruh.
nowadays are skewed, bro. So
No,
Harden
bro.
averaging
It
averaging
wasn't.
40.
Trust me, bro. It wasn't just numbers. This guy
No, he was
I had him on my
phenomenal.
fantasy.
Bro,
I
Harden,
had him
nah,
on my-
bro.
had him
There-
on my
there is-
fantasy team, bro. I was watching him.
No debate. He
Insane.
was. Oh my god, yeah, he was bro, 60-point triple doubles like
Yeah.
daily.
Peak.
I get it, but it's like, okay, Dwight Howard, done deal.
Yeah.
At his peak.
Yeah,
good.
because he was
Chris
like
Paul-
Superman,
Chris
bro.
Paul and James Harden are kind of the same thing. Who do you want at their peak?
No.
I like
I'm
Chris
taking
Paul.
at
I
their
like
peak.
Chris Paul. I think you could make an argument Chris Paul over Westbrook. You can make the argument, even though I still go on Westbrook. But over Harden, man, nah, bro. I'm
okay.
looking at
You taking Harden over
2019.
Melo?
Listen,
and,
listen.
And
This
Russ
is the
over
way-
Melo?
This is the way
Russ
I
over
thought
Melo?
about it, right?
honestly,
over Melo.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Ahmed. This might hurt you. This might
He's the
hurt
last
you.
person on there.
I think no. I like Carmelo. I think Carmelo. I'm looking at not even Knicks Carmelo. I'm looking at Denver Carmelo.
Denver
That's
Nuggets.
what I'm looking at.
Carmelo.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
That's
at.
who
That's
I.
his pick. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Okay.
I think he's up there too. But I think all-time scorer. I think Harden is a better scorer than Carmelo Anthony.
Mm.
I think like valid argument. Definitely wrong. By far wrong. But it's a valid argument. James Harden gets to the free throw line more. Like he can shoot the three. I think he's gonna finish second all time in threes, or definitely top three. I can see why you bring that up. Carmelo, considering the size, considering the touch, considering the skill, much better scorer than all these guys. Everybody on this list. Except
Okay.
maybe like
Here's the thing, though.
Lillard.
First of
Lillard
all,
was like Steph Curry.
from what I'm reading, from what
Russ.
I'm reading, most people also agree Harden, Russ, and Dwight, which is not a good thing because Twitter's usually wrong. But this is just what I want to say. All right. I think recent
Bro, you know,
Russell Westbrook is kind of skewing your answer, Ahmed. I
bro,
would take peak Russell Westbrook
bro.
over peak Chris Paul. I would take peak Russell Westbrook over peak Carmelo. Think about
I
it
don't want
this
to cut
way.
you off, but it's like
No, okay, wait. I promise I'm almost done. Right?
I agree.
If you had to pick, like, don't think three peaks all on the same team. If you had to put this one guy in a team full of a bunch of scrubs, I'm taking Russell Westbrook. I'm taking Dwight Howard. I'm taking
bro,
James
dude,
Harden. And they've
dog,
proven it, too.
Yanni, the year he won the triple double. I mean, my bad. The
The
year he
MVP.
won the MVP, he had scrubs on his team.
he finished
I
seventh
know.
though. Finished seventh.
Which
And that's it.
scrubs.
So impressive, bro.
Finished seventh.
That's so impressive. That is so impressive.
Impressive.
His
That's
sidekick
That's
was
how impressive it
Steven
was that he won the
Adams, bro.
MVP and he still finished seventh.
His sidekick was
I
Steven
think I like
Adams, bro.
Oladipo, but Oladipo was kind of washed.
Okay. Let me respond to you. On the Chris Paul thing, you're wrong. Chris Paul at his peak is better than Russ. Sorry. I'm kind
Not
of looking at
so.
it like if I have a team that's ready to win, right? Who at a these like not team that's ready to win like
Good pieces around the
team that's
player.
ready to win. Yeah, good pieces around him.
Okay.
He has his team around him. I'm taking those three guys, right?
Okay.
And Dwight Howard proved it. Carmelo proved it, in my opinion. I mean, if it was a Kobe Bryant, then he, like might have a ring. In the Knicks, he was probably the best scorer in the league. Him and Kevin Durant at that time, definitely. I mean, bro, Melo. I think it was one year where he finished second or third in like MVP voting. As a Knick, he was really really good as a Knick, bro. But obviously, like those Denver days, he was special. And Chris Paul, as a point guard, people don't understand what he has to do. Like if you have Chris Paul on your team, especially at his prime, you don't need much around him, really. If you give Chris Paul at his prime, Kobe Bryant, Booker, stuff like that, legit championship contender in my opinion. Not David West, not Okafor, stuff like that, bro.
Okay. If you have the right pieces around the people, like, bro, like, okay, Paul Pierce is, I don't rate that motherfucker, right?
Yeah, you guys are just stupid, bro.
But you put Rondo, right, who's one of the greatest point guards of all time. You put Garnett, you put Ray Allen around him. He's gonna be good, right? I'm taking in a team with Rondo. I'm not taking Russell Westbrook's peak. If I have not saying he's better than him. Relax.
Pierce
Okay,
by
that came
himself
out-
was a 16-win
that came out
Celtic team.
weird. But Paul Pierce without pieces around him is not that.
I'm saying
not in my book.
Bro, dude.
I agree with you. By himself, he was on a team that won 16
Bro,
games.
By themselves,
Boston
there's honestly by themselves, there's only 3 people over here, bro. There's really
That's
only
not the
3.
argument, though.
But no, 3 highest peaks, bro. That you have to take that into consideration. Actually, as a matter of fact, Damian Lillard's he's probably not my 4th. I'd probably put Carmelo over him. As a Denver Nuggets peak, Carmelo maybe probably over Damian Lillard. But Damian Lillard's up there too. I'm taking him, bro. Chris Paul. I'm sorry, bro. You agree he's a front runner. I don't rate Chris Paul, bro. What has he done to prove to me that he's that fucking guy? That he's MVP Russ?
First of all, you're a
No way.
Rajon Rondo fan, bro.
Yeah, I
So
am.
it's
He
obviously
pieced him up.
very biased.
Boom. That even proves it me even further.
Cracked
Before-
him in
I
his
don't,
face.
I don't
Yo,
really think.
I
don't
hated
really think you understand
Chris Paul before Rondo
how
pieced him up.
good Chris Paul. Like, bro, he
Great
is a
crack.
front runner.
I've said it.
He's a
if Chris
front runner.
If Chris Paul joined
If
Kobe
Chris
Bryant,
Paul was
that's
6'6",
8 rings for Kobe, bro.
if Chris Paul was 6'6",
They weren't even gonna win one, bro.
They
God
would-
Let me
bless
ask,
the
let me
NBA, bro.
let me bring in an X factor. Let me bring in somebody. Just pretend someone else gets inserted to that thing.
Wayne Wade.
Derrick Rose. Where do you put Derrick Rose? No, Derrick Rose.
Oh. He's not in my 3.
Where
He's
do you
not in
put
my
that?
3. He's not in my 3. I love.
Yo, a lot
Derrick
of people
Rose.
might. I'm not gonna lie to you, Yoni.
They probably.
A lot
would.
of people
I'm
might go.
I'm taking him over Russ.
Yeah,
I'm taking peak Russ over Derrick Rose.
Peak Russ was an
Sorry.
enigma, bro.
Sorry.
He was a
Sorry.
monster. He was insane.
Sorry.
Bro,
Yo,
Derrick
I
Rose
chose
at
that.
his peak.
I-
At his peak was enough to outshine the big 3 in Miami.
Ahmed,
by
my 2
himself.
favorite players are Kobe Bryant and Rajon
Derrick
Rondo. My 2
Tripping.
favorite players. I bought a
Tripping.
Derrick Rose jersey instead of the both of them. I had them right in front of me, and Derrick Rose, and I bought a Derrick Rose jersey. He's a monster. Don't get me wrong, but peak Russell Westbrook, bro. Forget James
Bro, what do
Harden.
you guys
James
think about
Harden.
peak,
Still going
like
Russ.
what is peak
I'm still
Russell
going
Westbrook
Russ.
to you guys? 30, like all those numbers that he was getting?
Carried
Peak Russell Westbrook's
Oklahoma
a different
City
monster,
Thunder
bro.
by himself with a triple double to the playoffs in the West. That's peak Westbrook. 100%.
And by the way,
Give me
peak
Russell
James
Westbrook.
Harden, peak James Harden. As much as I dislike James Harden, peak James Harden is probably the
Dude,
one of
stop
if
it.
not the greatest scorers in
Stop
NBA. Like
He's
I know,
top
I
5
know free
scorer
throws.
of all time.
I know free throws
He is.
obviously were a factor, but he had to get the free throw. Like he played it right, bro. He got
at-
himself
at
to
his-
the
at
line.
his
At his
But
time, he was
dude-
by far better than everyone at scoring the basketball. It was not even. It wasn't even a
Dude,
competition.
Free ball.
In a league
attacking,
with LeBron
can
James
dunk,
and Kevin
can
Durant. by the way.
finish. He had the mid range.
Curry.
He just never used
Steph
it.
Curry.
Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
God.
Stop it.
Everybody,
Curry.
was, Lillard is still in the league. Everybody's still in the league.
Klay Thompson
Stop
was
it, bro.
banging buckets.
Kyrie.
DeMar was good at that time. He was averaging 25. Kawhi Leonard was in the league. Bro, James Harden is legit. James Harden is the only one because at his peak, he was good enough to beat the Warriors team, in my opinion. He was good enough to beat them.
If you show
And-
up,
Well, his whole team didn't show up. But whatever. Harden is the
Anyway.
only one that I will really think about. Russell Westbrook, in my opinion, love the
so
guy.
let's say
saying this whole recency thing, bro. Like, trust me, I know about Russ. I know about Russ.
Fair enough.
Phenomenal
Me,
player. Stop
so. Let's just say our final threes: Dwight, Harden, Russ.
I agree with you all the way through. Dwight, Harden, Russ. Peak
it. I got
Russell
Melo, Dwight, and CP3.
Okay.
I might switch
That's
Harden with anybody in there except for Howard.
Westbrook, except for Dwight.
You know who you want to take out from that. You
It's
just don't
definitely not
wanna
Carmelo Anthony.
It's Chris Paul, bro. I'll agree with you. I definitely take out Chris Paul first, bro. Chris Paul is.
I can't take out
So
Chris
I'm
Paul.
taking-
I don't think people understand
I'm
how
probably
good Chris
taking
Paul
Melo
is, bro.
Chris Paul was so
Take it out, Melo.
good, but we're talking peaks. We're talking. Peaks.
Anyways, You're
bro.
right,
Like,
you're right.
bro.
And by the way,
No,
Paul
Yoni,
Pierce.
I want
Paul
you to go
Pierce.
watch. I want you to go watch one game about Chris Paul, right?
I
remember
know
this
how
like it was
good he is,
yesterday.
bro.
No. As a Hornet, I believe it was a second round or first round against the Lakers, against Kobe Bryant's fucking Lakers. I believe he had a game like 30, 36 and 15. Just go watch that game. Just go watch that game.
He's a
That's
great
it.
player, bro.
The
I actually
thing
liked
about-
him
the
more
thing
when he
also-
was younger.
Before we move on to the next topic, the thing about Paul Pierce, I will say about him, he's one of the most underrated, overrated players of all time. He's underrated by people, by fans, but he's overrated by himself. So that's why people hate him. Because he thinks he's like
Yeah.
the way
he thinks he's an amazing player. And also,
I don't agree with.
Finals MVP. I don't even think he was a Finals MVP. I think Kevin Garnett was, but
I mean, they
Nevertheless.
went to like back-to-back finals.
nevertheless,
and he
next
was
topic.
the best.
What's
player
our
on that
next
team.
topic? Because I'm sweating bullets. I think our next topic
Yeah.
was Saquon Barkley contract. You guys just want to run through that one real quick?
Yeah, I'll just go through it very easily. I predicted this. I knew we were getting in a situation like this. I did say last year when his value was at its highest, we should sell him because I know something's going to happen where we're going to have some negotiation problems with him. He's going to want more than he deserves. It came out that we offered 11 million. I do think he deserves a little bit more than that. But
What's the
we
price you would
offered
give him? 13?
Like 13,
Yeah, 13
even
makes sense.
12, 13. Max, I would go 14.
I think it's about
But even
guaranteed
then, that's
money.
a little bit too much. He was guaranteed 22 million. So, but whatever. Anyways, the thing is, he did make a mistake because our bye week during the season, we gave him 40 million. He declined that. So now you have to take the repercussions about that. You know, I hope we figure it out. I think it's a very tricky situation now. I hope he doesn't sit because if he doesn't play and he's not part of our offense, there's a lot more pressure on on Daniel
You're
Jones
finished.
and me. I'm not a I wasn't the biggest Daniel Jones fan. I still am not convinced by him. And Saquon's such a huge and vital player to us. So hopefully they figure out something soon. Just meet in the middle. Plain and simple. They should have done that. But you know, hopefully we can get it done, maybe 13 million. But I do trust the front office on this situation. So it's just a matter of let's see what happens going forward.
Listen, I hate to do this to a fellow Jets fan like Saquon Barkley, my guy, phenomenal player, always been a fan of him. But this goes back to the point that I've always made, and I've always been right since I said it. You don't take a running back number 2. I told you guys this. Giants fans don't want to listen to me to say, "Oh, you take Saquon at number 2. He's the best
Dude,
prospect,
dude.
best this, best that."
Dude,
You're wrong.
nobody's gonna argue with that anymore.
Yeah,
It's
anymore.
It's,
But,
so
yeah, it was a
what
real
do you
argument,
blame-
right?
This is a
Right?
whole new regime. So I don't know why you keep saying that. Like they're the ones that picked him number 2.
Well, he's still on the team, right?
Well, yeah.
And they
But-
still want to keep him on the team. And he mean
Whatever,
And I
bro.
believe
You guys
last
argue
year
this
he was.
every 3 episodes,
It's
bro.
it's
I
such
believe.
a,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
dude,
okay, whatever. Yeah,
It's over. It was clearly not the right decision. But
Dave
go ahead.
Gettleman, whatever. Yeah.
It's gone. We know.
I think he's probably gone. I think that listen, bro, honestly, like I've always said this, even though last year he was 40% of your offense, which is a huge number for one player. One player is 40% of your offense. Virtually, like you can't afford to lose that. But like I've always said, there was a time where Saquon was hurt, and I forget who the running back was, but he was a no-name running back, and they were winning games with him. If you trust Daboll, if you trust Daniel Jones, more importantly, then you can't offer him what he wants. I mean, we're seeing it right now. Dalvin Cook, Josh Jacobs. Do people understand Austin Eckler's production in the last couple of years, bro? He's got like 40 touchdowns the last 2 years alone. And they told him, go find another team because we're not gonna pay you. And he went to go look for another team. No team wanted him either, for that money. And then he ends up going back to the Chargers. So running backs, I mean, this is nothing new, but running backs get absolutely smoked in the market. Hate to see it to Saquon, only 26 years old, but I think his days as a Giant are numbered. As a Jet, maybe we'll see, but I don't know. We'll see.
So, okay,
Why?
real quick.
Here's
This guy's such a troll, bro.
Anyway, real
Bro,
quick,
this guy grew up a Jets fan, bro. He'll
guys,
come to the
guys.
Jets.
Okay,
bro. Okay.
let's move on. UFC England, real quick. Let's talk about it. There's some interesting fights here. It's actually a pretty good fight night.
Yeah, it's actually.
It's pretty good.
I know my
fight
guy is fighting. I know my guy is fighting.
Who's your guy?
First of all,
Molly
shout
McCann?
out to that guy.
Oh,
Ask
This
me.
past weekend, Nazim.
oh yeah.
Did I say his
Shout
name?
out Nazim.
Nazim.
Shout out to this guy, bro. Huge dub. Terrence McKinney, you fraud, bro. I told people, what a fraud, Terrence McKinney.
The bum.
But shout out.
I can't stand that guy.
I hate that guy. Hate that guy.
Do you see what he's
I hate
doing
him.
now on Twitter, by the way?
Bro,
Bro,
He's like
doesn't-
complaining.
knocked out
And going to Twitter, bro. And people are putting,
I
and
literally
people are
tweeted
betting,
that. It's so
betting
funny.
money on this man. I'm telling.
Oh my god.
All right, let's move on to like you said,
Just
it's
real
gonna be
quick.
in London, England.
run
Fight
through
night.
this.
Tom Aspinall returns after the torn ACL suffered.
Oh, I forgot
He'll
about
take on Marcin Tybura, who's been on a pretty good run at heavyweight. Should be a good fight. Molly McCann, come on, what are we doing? I don't even want to talk about that, bro. Nathan Wood, come on. Paul Craig, I think
Paul
makes
Craig,
his
Is he going? He's
middleweight
going.
debut.
Oh, what is it?
Going down.
Down?
Going down.
Down, right?
Shout out my Algerian brother Faraz Ziam, making the return back to UFC.
French. It's French.
He's Algerian.
I'm just kidding, bro.
That's just like so.
I'm just
As
kidding.
an,
I'm
bro, as
just
an
kidding.
Albanian, bro. As an
I'm just
Albanian,
kidding. I'm just
guys
kidding.
rep Kosovo, Switzerland, Montenegro, Macedonia, bro, and you get to talk about me, bro.
It's not our
stuff
fault. There's
a
so many of us.
Okay, yeah. It's a solid card. No,
not
no fights are gonna stand out, but definitely a great card to watch. Makhmud Muraro versus Brian Barberena should be a nice fight. What was that? Middleweight. Yeah, good card. And those crowns in London are always phenomenal. So
This guy Daniel Marcos, I think I remember watching a fight of his.
13-0, yeah.
He's pretty good.
Had a nice debut, but he was fighting against some Starbucks guy, bro. We don't.
Um,
That's
Tom Aspinall, I'll be watching him. Hopefully, he comes back from this injury, and he's still the same guy. Because I did say I think he will be a future heavyweight champion.
Frank Mir's son.
So hopefully that injury doesn't do him that bad. So we'll see. I'll be watching that. I'll be keeping up to my guy.
Is that an early start? Yeah, there you go.
3
Yeah,
p.m.
so
2 p.m.
Ele-
main card.
11 o'clock prelims,
11 o'clock
12 o'clock prelims,
I'll be
main card
watching.
3 o'clock
I'll be watching.
Saturday. Yo,
Um,
I hate to do this, but we got in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you guys know what's going down, right?
We'll talk about that a little later.
You guys
Yeah,
know what's
we-
going,
I
bro.
know,
Bro,
I know. We'll talk about it later.
don't ever do drugs, but I would recommend taking a Xanax for that night, bro.
Oh yeah.
For
I
that
can't
night,
wait for
bro.
that.
why am I so
That's-
lost?
that's-
What the hell is going on?
It's okay. You're casual. Your brain is in the microwave somewhere. bro.
Guys are
You
fucking-
don't
In
know
2
what you-
weeks. What the hell?
Let's get
I said next week or after this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Do you need help, Yoni? Are you serious? Earl Spence,
Can I
Terrence
phone a
Crawford,
friend? Can I phone a
Justin
friend?
Gaethje. I'm telling you now. Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, that card.
Oh,
Ridiculous
that's
card.
a good card.
Rid-
That's a very good
ridiculous
card.
card.
Sorry, I don't
But
keep it on my
Jan
calendar.
Pereira. But it's
Yeah,
also
that's
Terrence
an insane
Crawford,
card.
Earl Spence that night.
Oh, that like I'm not
Okay.
crazy on boxing, but I've been keeping up with that. So.
Okay, good.
Bro, I just got goosebumps when he said that, bro.
Is that why,
Oh
is
my
that why
God.
you
I don't
didn't
blame
mention it?
I don't blame you.
Before we finish off, I just want to say MLS. If you're looking for a new social media social
No,
media
bro,
organizer, after
This is
that
a bad
tweet,
podcast to say that, bro.
why?
It's been fucking 40 minutes of us screaming at
So
Tiku
what?
and him screaming at me.
They know. Oh, who cares? MLS. Fucking posted Arbeloa, bro, instead of Busquets. That shit is so funny, bro. What a failure of a fucking.
You remember that one time?
Oh,
when
imagine they
Bastian
posted like
Schweinsteiger-
McAllister instead of Messi or something.
That's
Do you,
hilarious.
do you remember when Bastian Schweinsteiger had like an introduction press conference?
Chicago.
And I forgot what that one I forgot what that one reporter said to him. I think
Probably
he
called him, like,
said, "Did you
like
win
Thomas Muller?
something mistake in the press conference?" Hold up, I'm gonna search that up because I forgot. But that was so bad. And then you brought up that thing. One of the reporters asked if he can help Chicago win the World Cup.
Oh yes, I
You
remember,
remember
this.
that?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. Oh
Bro,
my
these guys
God,
don't
that's
deserve that, bro.
So bad.
Stop going to MLS, bro. Stop.
Shout out
No,
NYCFC though.
America is hilarious.
best.
Anyway, thank you guys for
Very
watching.
funny country.
We hope you guys enjoyed, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.